Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Listen. Oh, we are back. Thank God. If it's a Saturday, make some noise. If it's a Sunday, make some noise. I don't know what day it is for you, but I'm ready to get in on the get in for season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race. My name is Matty-Rants. If you didn't see my actual cheeks just a moment ago flash across your screen in the puss era, I'm here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race today, one of the bread and butter moments of my channel. I am so happy to have y'all back here today. Happy afternoon, good morning to you, whatever time of day it is. If you're watching this for the playback, what's up? This is a live review. So with the live review, for those of you who are new here or just stepping on in the room, please understand this is going to be a conversation. We're going to talk for some time. This is for your in your car moments. You're in traffic. If you're at home, you ain't got nothing to do. You want to talk with your people. We're a family up in here. So get in the live chat, get in the comment section, and make sure you hit the like button today, tomorrow, and the next day. We are going to get into it. If you also are familiar with my channel, on Sundays, I do a panel with my bestest of friends, and we go through it together. We've been doing it for over, 3 years? And we're going to be back for season 16 tomorrow. The show is bi-weekly, but I plan on possibly having a JV squad for particular days where the episodes are too spicy, especially for episode 2. But yes, I'm so excited to talk about this episode with you today. Get ready. I have been up. I got the reaction posted on Patreon, the full bits of it here. I'm ready to talk about it. I like a lot of this cast. I am going to read today, okay? And it's all going to come out of love, even though some people online are already trying to paint Saphira to be mean over her comments towards a mandatory meeting, which I thought was weird because Amanda received it since it was tough love. Some people I see are a little too sensitive for that, and this is definitely not the channel for you if you are too sensitive for that. Ask the Reddit threads. All right, so let's go ahead and get my social medias out the way first. Let's go ahead and get on into this gig. If you see me pause at one moment, it's probably because my children, it's their lunchtime now, and I do the wet food, and so the second one, my little young baby over here, she eats differently than Mamu. So you might see me tip on out here while I'm low-key preparing her food whenever she decides to wake up because she's got a little bit of the sniffles. So I got the heater on her right now, and she's currently curled up and laid over on my couch. So let's talk about it. At Matty-Rants everywhere except for X, which is at the Matty-Rants. There are all the links are in my About section on my YouTube channel. So when you go to my page and you see my name and all that jazz, you'll notice those links there. You click it down and it'll drop it all for you. Linktree link, it'll take you where you need to go with all the spaces and places. Gabby with an I need to talk to you, not about this Sunday, but next Sunday. I need to talk to you, sister. I'm gonna go on there. Hey, Gabs. But check me out on all my social media spaces and places, especially on the link tree, take you where you need to go. I do reactions on Patreon. Shout out to all the new Patreon subscribers I saw this evening and this morning as well. I do reactions each and every week to Drag Race, as well as Canada's Drag Race, soon to be Dragged In, and of course, Dragula season is coming back. Okay, so we got a lot to react to, over 400 plus videos. Check out my Patreon as low as $1 a month. I would have it on YouTube for the girls that try it with other people that do reactions on here, but we've seen how that has worked for my channel. It hasn't worked for me, so I got to keep it on the low, and that's why it's $1. Okay, mind you, memberships will be added to this channel too, and shortly in a few weeks. I'm almost done with these emojis that I want to post up here, but there will be members as well. I'm going to keep it in the dollar range too. I don't believe in the extra for that, especially for the memberships, but we'll talk about that sooner than later, right? Merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I also do drag as piece of cake in case a girl want to step over here and go butch queen. Sure am, but also one of them girls too. And my performances are online, baby. And trust me, that one gives, all right? Y'all know I wouldn't have messed up Break My Soul that much. talk about it. Merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company. Go ahead and get your Ramp Pack t-shirt as well as excuse me, the panel signs is the best. Stickers, t-shirts, tank tops, all that jazz. Bookable on Cameo. I recently did a cameo for somebody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I thank y'all so much for tuning in and being here today. Now, I want you to understand. I got a mouth on me, and I am sick of apologizing to people who have no business telling me how to act and how to operate here when everybody allows everybody to say what they want to say every now and then. Ain't that right? Okay, so yeah, what's up? This year, disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, gender, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants or program participants are the personal views and do not reflect the opinions of everyone being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be weird, gross, rude, and you know the rest of it. One more time, don't send hate to nobody. Don't come over here saying Matty activated you. Didn't do it. Wasn't me. I cack and I read, but I still support these babies. You do the same. Grab your libations and strap in because Matty is a talker, and you may be here for a while. If you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Mattivia and have yourself a good pool, because we are not about that bull over here. We're not. All right. There's already 157 of you in this piece. We're about to start this up. Please hit that like button. The algorithm loves it, breathes it, lives for it. Get in the comment section after this live too and talk about this episode with me and everybody else that's here. That is what it's for. The more you do that, the more I can feed my two children. My two children. My two. If you want to drop me a little extra love my way, hosting this show, of course, doing this and the panel for tomorrow, you already know how I operate full-time giggery here. So if you want to send a little extra love, I'd appreciate it. It's PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. I am a single father of two adorable babies, and trust and believe those tips you send directly to my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo are very necessary many of times. So, and I appreciate it. Of course, that extra love too. Super chats are available. Again, that thumbs up button, please, as well as the comment section, if you don't mind. But I thank you again for tuning in. I thank you so much for being here today. Deep breath. And out. A few words before we start this. I enjoyed this episode. I think for, especially as a Libra, a very balanced cast. And I needed that for a beginning. There were people who were clearly not there, but still were, we liked them. There were folks who were like, oh, okay, that's the ones to watch. And then a few who would say, oh, if we see more of them, maybe they're going to pop a little bit. I liked it. I did. It's going to be interesting seeing the second group because, sometimes when they do the split premieres, the first group ain't like the second group or the second group ain't like the first. You know how this goes. Ask Drag Race Brazil because that second group was chewing up the first one. But I liked this. I did. I thought the episode was good. Some things were a little bit different. I'm entertained by a little bit of the twist. I don't know if this is going to be one of those moments where it only goes up to a certain portion of the season where the immunity stands, or where the Raider Queen goes, like how the Golden Beaver was used only to a certain extent. Not sure about that now, but I would like to see how this goes. And I also want to know if in the following episodes, they get to see how the votes landed, or at least based off of the numbers being put together, who was number 1, 2, 3. That's what I want to know. Because when it wasn't Untucked, they haven't voted yet. So I was like, ooh, I wonder if the next day they get to see how they voted. That's the shady shit I need them to do this season. If you're going to do that, put the numbers up. So that way girls can go, oh, so why is this? Creates conversation, creates drama, creates a moment. So I'm asking, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm begging for that. That's all. They got the structure. I need this. I just need them to do it correctly. That's how I was watching. I was like, okay, there are so many good things about this. However, I want to make sure y'all play into this because I want the mess. Okay. I'm not a sensitive fan out here. I'm not the one that has a person who I stand on the show. And then if anybody says anything about them, I get angry and aggressive. That's not how we operate here. I want to see the girls swing. I also want to see them hug. I also want to see them fight, kiss, whatever. All right. So again, thank you for tuning in. Let's get this started. So much to say. Again, if you want to drop a tip in my jar, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo's right there. Really would appreciate it. But also that thumbs up now. Right now. All right, let's go. We've already rated these looks, so I'm not going to do a poll system for the entrance looks. If you wanted to check those polls out or get into it, we did the Meet the Queens a month ago where we already got the full-on looks and all of that. So I'm going to run through that part because there was way more meat and potatoes that happened with the show, right? Okay, bet. So again, everything looks a little bit more fresh. Seems a little new, a little bit more money has been thrown into this. Shout out to Cash App. But the first queen to walk into the workroom was Q. Now, initially, I think this outfit is very well made, but green's not always popping for me. I like Q. I think Q is going to do well. Q is going to do very well after this episode. I said, oh, she's going to be one to watch. I also heard a little Cynthia doll in that throat. Cynthia, if you're watching, I know y'all from the same place, and I think y'all are almost in the same family if that's not your friend, your sister, or whatever, right? But I could hear a little Cynthia doll in there, especially when certain words were being said. I said, oh, I see the region. I see the region. But no, Q is entertaining, also a little bit shady. And I like that about Q. Q is not to be taken too seriously, but I feel like maybe this is going to be their story arc this season of them presenting immaculate work. And then maybe it doesn't get the shine. I'm hoping that's not the case. But I felt that when we were having those conversations and Untucked about her, and also through the episode where she was talking about the work she puts in. I said, ooh, child, I hope that doesn't get to her if she doesn't get far as she wants to go or if something happens. But from Kansas City, Missouri, it's Q. Q, I'm putting you on the board, bitch. Anybody that's a seamstress that can make clothes and present, I am a huge fan of. And this episode, you definitely showed your worth. So I was like, oh, okay. On the board. She's on the board. A little bit shady, very entertaining, interesting. Next up, from the House of Moves, okay, is Tsunami Moves, giving us Black Rapunzel, or for the girls that actually saw the movie, because there wasn't that many, Wish, but drag. I think Tsunami's gorgeous in another drag. Gorge. This outfit's, I think the outfit's nice on her, but there were some things I could have, yeah. But I like me some Tsunami. Tsunami gives. I'm here for the wave. Now, later this episode, I'm going to get concerned for her, and I will be honest about it. I'm not going to, I won't be able to suck the muse here. I'm sorry, Sue. I'm sorry, Sue. But I see you there. I'm going to be watching you, girl. I'm going to be watching you. I want to see the next episode of you, because this one was a little tough. I thought it was nice, but it was like me some Tsunami. She's cute, entertaining. No one was... Okay, hold on. First of all, the fact Mirage didn't get a mandatory meeting until they got to the main stage. So that means that, Mirage, you were around her for hours. I'm sorry. That's one of the funniest moments of this episode when Mirage was on the main stage and they're getting critiques, and then RuPaul makes the joke for a mandatory meeting. And she's like, oh, bitch. One of the funniest moments ever. All right, here we go. I love me some a mandatory meeting. I'm worried. Oh, I'm worried. I think the personality is already there. We can, well, Saphira said it. I think Amanda is that girl in a sense. I think there are some changes that can happen to elevate the awesomeness of it all. Also, people online, some girls from LA are like, this bitch, hold on. I don't think she lives in LA anymore. My friend was telling me this about her staying in New York. And then some people who live in LA is like, I haven't seen her on a flyer at all. She used to live in LA, but I think at the time when she was sending her audition tape, she was still in LA. But now I think she lives in New York currently. So I think people were talking about that online in case folks were like, well, she doesn't even come from LA. Well, she used to live there and then she auditioned when she was in LA. So maybe that's where the confusion comes for the girls that don't know. But the uncircumcised scrotum sack of a breast bib testicle moment that's happening here. Hate it. But I do like her a lot. I just, But Amanda's kind of a vibe. Amanda's kind of a vibe. I kind of fucking live for Amanda. I just said, oh no, when it comes to certain things. Okay. So, not Cali Uchis, but listen, Morphine, we need to talk about you for a second. Morphine loved Dion. We need to talk about Morphine for a second. I was not prepared for the shadiness that was coming this week from her. I am highly entertained by her confessionals. Dear God, don't get rid of her just yet. Someone online called her James Carl. I said James Carl with a race card. Matthew, settle down. Sorry. It's like James Carl, James Carl's wishes. But listen, I'm not doing that to little Jamie today. I like her. I like her. She's gonna be a geek. Her confessionals are funny. She gives a little bit for me. Now the runway, we're gonna get there. But once I saw this face being made, I said, oh, she's gonna be trouble. Cause she be saying a lot of shit that would be in my mind. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah. I love it. Don't take her as being mean. I'm pretty much entertained by this. Listen, let's have a good time today, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. My current winner of the season off of just first introductions alone. Like, what's that? The song, what, from Renaissance Energy? Like this, I would be playing that as soon as she comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, sister. First of all, I found out she's from Houston. So y'all know how I operate. If they're hometown in a little kind of way, yeah. They're representing Philadelphia right now, live in Philadelphia, been for many years, but they're from Houston. So once I got my confirmation this morning, I said, oh okay. Yeah, that's why I was already smitten from the beginning. But Safira Cristal has stepped into the workroom here, representing Philadelphia by way of Houston. I live and I breathe. We'll continue. We have more to discuss today. Also, their confessionals are everything. Wait a minute. I had to do the quote because it really gagged me. I was very entertained by what she had said when they were talking to her. And she said, what is it? Hold on now. I got my quotes up here. Let me get my notes. Safira Cristal is a living, breathing, walking, talking miracle. Now check that. And I said, oh. Oh, no weaknesses. I had a laugh. She said, what aren't my performance strengths? Well, that is a shorter list. I'm going to stand this confidence. I'm going to stand it the whole way. And I feel like she backed it up, even though, her titty bib today was definitely a junior size and it was wearing me out. My God in heaven. I said, who was that for? But Safira Cristal, I'm here for it. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Mirage, I didn't think I was going to get into your geesh, but I'm kind of here for you and all that kind of jazz. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm low-key here for her. Mirage is the key, okay? Like, there's some bitchiness in there, but it's very playful, and it's also, like, she's fully aware of what kind of drag she's presenting, so it's not on some bitch she's giving. She's like, no, girl, I do a little extra. I'm a little chaotic. Yeah. I like her a lot. So far, so good. I want to see what other drag that we got because we got the Vegas number. So I said, okay, let's see what happens for the following week or whatever. But I was very much here for it. Plus, any bitch that can pull off a pleaser like this and move the way she moves, yeah, she got my vote. But she was fun. I was here for Mirage. Mirage was interesting. That the 12 minutes, the first meet the queens, I don't think sold her enough for me. So when I saw her in action, I said, okay, this, I'm now getting it. I'm here for the Mirage. It's Dawn. I live for Dawn. Dawn's good energy. Love me some Donnie. Did I really do that? I love me some Donnie. I'm serious. Love me some Donnie. Good time, good time. Dawn, I think this outfit's cute. She still reminds me of that lady from Designing Women. But like, I love her. Great little entrance line. It was really cute. Confessionals. This bitch is adorable. I want to believe that's your actual house key and not an old key because you have issues with losing your key. So the best way of having your key around you is on your ring. But I can just also assume that it's quirkiness because of the what could have been a hideous sweater that works for you and overalls over it. Yeah, it is twink to the definition of twinkdom, and I'm here for it. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. I love it. She's so adorable. Oh, moving forward through this episode today with RuPaul stepping into the pink the back screen, the back door screen, all of that. RuPaul is there, and she is giving them their first riddle of the day. I like the new pink. I think it's cute. This wig is yeah. All right. Moving forward. No. Not to be confused with the boy in the striped pajamas. For those of you who saw that movie, you know that reference. And that was the first thing I thought of. And I know it was a little bit dark to say, but I'm also like, huh? I don't know if I live for this or I'm asking questions. I kind of live because then I also go, You said train conductor. Where? The Polar Express. Y'all said train conductor? Is it the hat? That had to be for you. I miss train conductor. Bananas and pajamas. Oh, you bringing me back. Bananas and pajamas are coming down the stairs. Oh, childhood. Y'all say train conductor. I just said gay. Not even gonna bullshit you. Y'all went to occupation. I just went to sexuality. I said gay. No, I can't do it. God bless this man. And all the earth that has been, listen, no, who caught the scarf are gloves. Please tell me someone caught, I almost said Scott that. Who caught that? Those are gloves, right? Or it's a scarf that is gloves because the way it was tied together, I was like, wait, that's gloves. I'm kind of here for the little scarf that looks like it's strangling him. I'm here for it. Not trains, right? Wow. I don't know if wow. The live chat. Disgusting. I'm just kidding. Listen, 300 of you in this live today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks so much for being here today. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of my Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, help. I'm poor and I have 2 children. So this. Please and thank you. It's paypal.me/MattyRants. Catch up $, MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Not necessarily for participation today, but certainly appreciated. Seriously. I'm trying to take this child to the vet. It'd be really appreciated. Also, get into the like buttons, get into the comment section, do what it do. Everybody says train engine or being in a train. I've been on a monorail before. I've been in the trains in New York. a subway system, but I don't think I've ever done a train. Maybe that's why I don't have all of this. And I didn't watch Thomas the Train Engine because I loved myself. That shit was creepy. That was creepy. How did y'all get into that? Them eyes would go click, click. I'm like, I don't like that. Looked like they were eating people and stuff like that. I couldn't do it. Yes, the cats are actually currently sleeping right next to each other right now. Even though Mamu sometimes turns into a little bit of a I'm a big brother, pay attention to me more kind of child. But yeah, they're getting along just fine. My babies are good. I actually will be posting that video this upcoming week of the whole process and how that works. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. I'm excited for that. My babies. Chris, oh my gosh, first super chat of the day. Thank you so very much. Adding to your children's fun, Matty. Happy weekend. Thank you so very much, Chris. I am going to I ain't going to see this till next month, but thank you so much for the super chat, and I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Always see you in the chats. Love you down. Happy New Year's to you, Rico Nico. Happy New Year's to all of you. I'm sorry I didn't say that. Some of y'all haven't been back because you don't care for the international seasons, T. But welcome back. Welcome back. Let's move on from RuPaul in this moment. I have questions. For the mini challenge, we love a good photo shoot. Fun, right? Good shit, right? Girl. So did Break My Soul break the bank because we're doing photo shoots from the Ring doorbell? What in the paid ad? Like, bitch, I thought I was watching the Transformers movie. There's something that's a Pepsi can now. Oh, they're at McDonald's here. Oh, you know how those films are sometimes. If hold on, what's his name? Not Ridley Scott. If Michael Bay directed it, you're gonna believe 20 different companies are gonna be bam, bam in your face. I liked this. I thought it was a good time. I also was like, they didn't even say Ring doorbell. I was like, what's going on? Okay, this worked for a few people, not everybody. We're going to go through some of the folks that did this challenge. I can't. I'm sorry. This was a catch to me. They built this whole set. Can you imagine? They told you a photo shoot and you walk up and you're like, what is this set? There is no camera. There's no professional equipment, no photographer, no RuPaul. You just walk on. Like you saw Tsunami like asking like some PA, so what am I supposed to do? Because we just walked in the room and nothing's happening. I was like, okay. And this, no, not an iPad mini. That look at RuPaul. Now, you know RuPaul got big ass hands. That's a mini. You cannot tell me that's a pro. That is a mini down. Some of them were definitely confused about, yes, a lot of them, Cedric, unfortunately, were just like, what is happening? Dawn had the best one for me. That Saphira and Dawn had the best of the mini challenges as far as I'm concerned and how they interacted with it. Because oh my God. Thank you so much for the super chat. Peace to Mateo. I love riding the train. Oh, okay. Okay. What is it? Heels go. What is it? Clickety clackety on my. I forget the song, but okay, I can't. No, you what the fuck? You what the fuck? Rue was not here for that close up. She was like, I would have to tell you about your face if you got the close. The way you deliver back up. I can't. Oh, this is a lot to take in. But RuPaul basically was directing them through the Ring camera. Mind you, RuPaul doesn't like to be around them too close. I'm just kidding. This would make the most sense for this. But she sat behind the door and they posed, and it was a cute photo shoot moment sort of situation time, all that kind of stuff. Love Connie was there to throw them off, and also we love Connie, so she was quite hilarious and definitely brought some comedy and helped certain moments that weren't so funny. I was like Q, when RuPaul gave this as your photo, I was like, okay, are you gonna help you win? I can't do it today. I still think the set was very cute. It's a cute idea. Just the Ring camera threw me off. All of that threw me off. I was like, what's happening? Please tell me y'all also cackled at the fact that when a mandatory meeting in Q got back here and it was very much, who do I remind you of? And it was like the Crypt Keeper. And she's like, I see you're familiar with my work. And she's like, not really. I say Q's going to be shady. Dawn, though? Dawn got up to the ring camera. I have some vegan bacon. And RuPaul said, get that shit away from me here. She said, are you vegan? And she's like, well, I believe like animals should have the right to vote. What? I forget what it was, or animals should have rights or something like that. And then when RuPaul said, well, who would they vote for? And she's like, not you. And then it was the fact that Dawn pointed at her through the ring camera that I think that made that even more funnier, because she was just fixing her hair. Not you. That's funny. That was funny. That was a cackle. I said, okay, Dawn knew the assignment. Get this lady to giggle, get her to laugh, enjoy your presence and time, serve a really cute photo, do the work. That's the assignment. You know, I love a good nail moment here. But I also was looking at Morphine like, sister, why are you doing the splits right now? Don't be showing them all the moves just yet. Make the bitches surprise these hoes. Surprise them. Please. Mirage was confused at first. But for me, I think it was for Saphira. Saphira reminds me a little bit, and this is not a read. Please don't take this as a read because I love me some Saphira. It's like, this is Noxeema Jackson, but not Wesley Snipes and polished to the extent of being the ultimate polish. Like, as far as personality wise goes, like for certain jokes like this, like the porch light situation, that gave me very Noxeema would have said that. And it's so good. Like, it's the whole, woo, these lights are bright out here. Ain't nobody robbing you. That gave me very barbecue at 12 Oaks tonight. It gave me very that same situation. It's a barbecue at 12 Oaks tonight. She gives mother. Noxeema gave mother, but like not Wesley Snipes. Like I'm not gonna ever. I would never do that to Saphira Cristal and the individual that is out of drag for that. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Like a feminine Noxeema Jackson, polished feminine Noxeema. If they actually casted drag queens for Tu Wong Fu, that, for those character roles, right? Rue lived it. Rue loves her. Oh, well, you can see throughout the entire episode too, especially when we get to the main stage, bitch. That lady said Slewfoot. I said, wow. I said, oh my God, it's over. Even after her performance for the talent show, why you call me out? You know why. I said, uh-oh. Bitch, Rue's like, I have someone to play with all season. I feel like the next group is going to also offer those same things too. But I think for Rue, that was like, okay, I see who this bitch is. Because her feet they point out. And like, that's because there's people who are pigeon toe and then the slew foot where it sticks out like this, like a duck. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't believe RuPaul clocked it. I'm looking at her feet like, yeah, sure, yeah. But I'm also like, why would you say that? Then they zoomed in on it. I said, yeah, slew foot. That's what the word is, slew. SLEW. Slew foot. They're it's when the feet are pointed out. So like, okay, so you know how you're sitting straight. I'm sorry, sitting, standing straight, and you got your feet pointed like this, right? Pigeon toe is when they point them inward. Slew foot is also when it comes out like this. Boom. Correct, but she's talking about feet, so she didn't call her slow. She didn't call her. Oh my God. Oh my God. But yes, that's in reference to where the slew foot comes in. The lady stands, and you could even see it in the front when she's standing there, them legs are out. Them legs are out. It's like, oh, okay. So even when Sapphira put her feet together, it's still bloop. It's okay. Let me not read this live chat right now. Y'all are confused for more. I can't do it today. If you're having a good time, make some noise. Woo! Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, and subscribe now that you're here. If you're new here, become a part of the Ranch Park family and subscribe, damn it. Also, as a father of two, if you want to drop me a little something in my jar, help pay me pay for this Uber I need to take today, paypal.me/MattyRants, cash up $ MattyRants, Venmo, MattyRants. It would be most certainly appreciated. But I thank you so much for being here today. And I thank you so much for gracing me with your presence. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's go. Y'all talking about alcohol. Do y'all hear? I'm reading some of these comments. I'm not saying you're wrong for what you're thinking, but when I no, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I was just reading it because we were talking about feet and then someone brought alcohol to the equation. I was like, girl, where are we going? What's happening? We made it to the mill? Hold on. We making some gin? Beach. It's cute. It's whatever. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello, my darling. Have you woken up? Are you hungry? I told you. I told you. Let me do this while we have Dawn's adorable little self up here. Hey, baby. You ready to eat? Hold on. That's your brother's food. Hold on, system. I told you I had my can ready to go. I told you. Hi, sweet face. You want to say hi to everybody? You don't like to be held, but I can try to show you. I haven't showed her yet like I've done her brother because we're getting used to this. Not me feeding my child on camera with y'all today. In the arms of an angel. Come here, sweet face. Mom, I know you didn't roll over here because you hear wet food. Yeah, go ahead. Get your big ass out of my face. Hold on. Where your little sister? Come here, sweet face. Hold on, y'all. Got to feed the baby. Come here, love bug. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Yeah, she doesn't like being held for too long, y'all. She's still antsy pantsy. So come on. I know. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get your food. Let's get your food. Come here. There you go, big girl. There you go. Mama, you let her eat. I swear to God. You let her eat. I love you too, Bubba, but I let her eat. You already had your food. All right. My bad. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for being here today. Let's move on here. Y'all heard her little meow? Yeah, she's a talker. Trust me. She be letting me know, I want to get in the bed. I want to get out the bed. She's a little spoiled princess. Okay. All right. So listen, they are de-dragging and they are going through, seeing how each other's look and all that jazz. Really, y'all? Oh my God. They were talking about what they were concerned about as far as the challenges were going to go, right? And Amanda said, well, I'm worried about the challenges that I'm going to be good at. I was like, girl, is she setting herself up? Is this what just happened? Is that what I just want? I'm looking at her like, girl, you know they gonna say something. Oh no. That's what that was for me. Like, oh. Let's see, Nerd Candy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Saphira for the crown, moving to H-Town in 2 weeks. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it out here. There are so many things to do out here. Okay. Bitch, Mirage had clocked in very quickly. She said, and what exactly is it that you are good at? I said, we just got here. I said, give Amanda a moment to breathe. They just stepped out the car. Saphira wins the mini challenge in $2,500. Work, Saphira. And they're told that they have a spring break talent show that they must do. Ooh, I'm here for it. So they got to pull their talents together and present it in front of the judges. And of course, there's also going to be a reveal runway that they have to do next. I said, oh, gaggy. They're also told in the same moment that there is a twist that's happening with the competition where they're going to be rating each other instead of the judges. Also, there is immunity back in play. I said, oh. The immunity can be used on any given challenge. I wonder how long they're going to do the immunity thing. Is that going to only last for the first 2 episodes and then whoever got it, or what? Like, I need to know how this operates. I really need to know how it operates because, bitch, if it's only the first 2 episodes, I would be hot as a competitor going forward because that would always be something in the back of my mind. Like, ooh, if I win this one, I can get immunity. I can hold it until it's like the right time. Unless something happens. I said, baby, that's a gag. Now, getting immunity before was just like the following episode. And sometimes it would work for people. And other times it'd be like, okay, well, you were immune, but it wasn't necessary because you were fine anyways. So for them to get power with the immunity, it's not just for the next day. Whoo. This is where strategy really needs to be put into play. And yes, the conversation about what are you good at and what you are not good at. Let's wrap up this poll that I have because we're about to get to the polls for the talent show here. We got 328 votes. Word. Come on, 342 in the room. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate the likes. A tippy pool if you feel like it. But I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in today. 73% said yes, indeed. 24% said kind of, sort of, sis. And 1%, that sound like one person voted. What is 1%? Hold on. I got to see 1% of 330. Where's my calculator? You didn't like the episode? Whoever the 1% are. 3 of y'all. Ooh, angry. Maybe they just don't like me. I don't know. Well, maybe they didn't like the episode. It's possible. Homogenic. One of my favorite quotes for today. Good is good. Dawn. Dawn over here going, well, you guys, so adorable. You know, I don't know how you're going to be voting because, like, what if, like, my good is different from your good? And baby, with the absolute quickness, good is good. AKA, I know what your good is. So don't think I'm basing it off of what mine. That felt I am aware of drag and all that encompasses drag. You know what I'm saying? And how wide of a spectrum it is. If your shit's on the money, you're going to be on the money. Fucking love her. I was like, oh my God, we are going to stand the entire season. I'm seeing it now. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Amanda, there was a mandatory meeting and they were dragging you at that meeting because apparently this was the episode that she was getting clacked a whole bunch of times. They were asking who had work done. And Amanda said she had a little Botox and all that jazz. Bitch, if Morphine's face didn't change into a complete shade of color. Morphine is so shady. She was like, I don't see it. Maybe she wasn't near enough, Morphine. Pew, pew. I can't. I can't. Murphy said, what is she talking about? She need to get her money back. I said, oh. Now, then we get into the BBL conversation, and Morphine want to show off her little uplifted booty. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get nothing crazy rotund. She got something for the shape. Maybe mama don't work out enough, so she wanted the ass to still match a little bit. Because how some people get their booty done and they don't actually work out, so they have like small legs and look ridiculous. When Sapphira said, "No, bitch, let me show you what a dunk gives with no kind of extra put on." Bitch, I can relate. I was like, "Ow, this is gonna be me in the workroom." Talk about my fat. Yeah. That's when I heard I'm 100% Houston, Texas, bred and I said, "Wait a minute, she from hometown." Sapphira's from Houston. Done. That explains the good bod. That explains the well-fed body. Okay. I was here for this. A Texas dunk. I know all about it, baby. I said, go on, sister. This was fun. Like, everything was very fun. Everything was very light and fun and like all this kind of stuff. It's very, very that. Now, Charlize Theron steps into the room and I said, oh, okay, we got Charlize. I'm going to tell you this right now. I had no problem, but I'm going to hear me. It's real, girl. In every other scene, I found out that she was from South Africa. Every time this lady spoke, I'm not even going to lie. And I love you, Charlize, but you every other scene. I made you this special dish from South Africa, Untucked. Well, in South Africa, like, not shading that, but it was just one of those. Are y'all just using those only as her bits? Like, did she say anything else? I know y'all did not just use this in your edit. Like, Kevin, shut the fuck up. She's not a regular white. She's a cool white. Be quiet. I can't. I have never heard her talk this much in my life, so that's why I was going, I know she said more than that. Why y'all just kept that in? Why y'all kept that? I love her. No one we know. Oh no, we really know. Like, after this episode, we for sure know. To be honest, I already knew she was South African because I follow her work, but it was just, again, I'm making fun of the edit. It's like, okay, what else about her are she going to show today? Like, I thought it was kind of funny. Like, oh, okay, work. But honestly, go ahead. I love her. I do like me some Charlize. She's a great fucking actress too. I don't care what anybody says. She ate Prometheus up. That her and Miss Mama, who was the lead of that movie, were the only two reasons I stayed in there. And maybe Idris Elba. Yeah. I still loved her in Prometheus. She was that girl in Prometheus, but she was an asshole. Oh, I loved her. When she plays the villain, it's everything. I'm reading some of these comments and I can't wait for the panel tomorrow. Okay, I'll be real. I didn't really care for the outfit. I know it's fashion. She was wearing Dior. She is the girl, J'adore Dior, all of that. I was here for her when she said it. But when she came out in this, I said, ooh, I thought that was Sutton. But, after she drank that little potion from Death Becomes Her, that is a Beverly Hills reference. And I also want to apologize to Sutton. Yep. Furioso. I'm excited for that movie too. Mad Max was great, so I am excited for that. Tell me, James, Sutton dresses just like that, shapeless. I said, go ahead, girl. Anywho, she brought them some cakes and they sat there and talked about how she's an ally. We'll have the same conversation again at Untucked. All tea. We had the same conversation that she had here in Untucked. I also, man, when we get to Untucked, it was so funny. Dawn's like, how do you prepare for fame? It's Charlie's reaction to it that was so, well, I really don't know because I'm from a small town in South Africa. And, you know, in South Africa, and I was just like, oh my God. I was like, okay, well, never mind. She's also like, I came before the whole internet thing happened, which is, that's tea. A lot of celebrities that people expect to have everything together were definitely famous before Twitter was a thing and this, that, and the other. So yeah, I was like, I can see that. But it was, that shit was so funny. How do you prepare for fame? Then it was, hold on. Then hold on. It was Safira, I'm a linguist and I love languages. So say something in Afrique. And then, of course, Charlie's like, whoa, wow. I don't know if I know anything, but I'm sorry. That shit was funny to me. It was so. I don't know why that made me cackle, but it was just so funny. Like, what's happening? Oh my God, it was funny. It was funny. And she's like in Afrique. I was like, huh? What is Afrique? I was like, it mind you, I used to date a dude from Zimbabwe, like live together with this man. I did videos and y'all knew I was staying with this man, right? I'm familiar with 4 different languages in Africa, and there's even more that comes with that. I was over here just laughing, like, okay, all right, this is interesting. Oh, check out the live chat, everybody, because they must be talking to y'all, not me, in reference to this for how this is going here. But yes, we all confirm that no one is saying that that's not a case and that is not real. You must be talking to somebody in that, honey. I was like, okay. It's like Dutch offshoot. Okay, work. Right. So that's why when that was said, I was like, okay, this is new for me. Oh no, I know opinion holes. That's why I was like, when I was reading the chat, I was like, oh no, this must be for somebody else that's coming in here. But no, as someone who is a linguist, I was like, okay. I kind of loved it. Okay. Morphine. I love how in the confessional, you're like, I know everyone's gonna be like, how do your parents not know you do drag? Because that was my first thought. The moment you said they don't know, I was like, and how? What do you mean? But they said they get out of drag, like they don't do it at home, and it's still like a big deal. You know, coming from a Latin family, understandable, like especially with the machismo sort of way men carry themselves, understandable also in the Black community too, as well as that feeling, you know what I mean? So I hope this doesn't turn into something toxic or negative for their family life, and hopefully everything's good with that. But I definitely felt for them here and there. Like I was just like, ooh, girl. Like I hope for the best, because sometimes that can be like crushing, but I hope they like received her because she gives. And if they saw their child and the way they bitch how this whole makes her face, thank you for tuning in, everybody. I need to go check on the little one real quick. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. Single father of 1. I will show a titty if I have to. You hear me? Someone tip me on Cash App. I'll show a titty. No, I'm not going to show a titty. This is YouTube. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Cash App $MattyRants. We're going to get on with the show. Let me go check on my little babies real quick. Give me 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Okay, the kids are good. All right, I'm sorry. I saw my blinds go a little crazy, and I was like, okay, what's going on over here? But Mama was just playing with himself, and then Mina is on the couch knocked back out again. Okay, sorry. My bad. Let's get on with the show. That applies to the episode Free to Titty. Like, for real, for real. Free to tatums. Free them. All right. Thank you, Emrica, for posting that. Let me pin that in the live chat here. We got to get to it. RuPaul throwing some colors up that I did not expect to see. And it's nice to see them done well. I was kind of gagged. I was like, oh. I typed her name in the chat, Minako, which is Sailor Venus's name. So her name is Mina for short. Yeah. I thought it looked good. I just like the silhouette too. And you know how we talk about sometimes that nude illusion being a little too, okay, we can see it happening here. This is a beautiful silhouette and done correctly. I think it's sickening. I was like, okay, girl, this is it. This is it. This is right. Michelle, I love your hair. The flowers on the titties. That's something different. Charlize there. And then there's Carson. Belchan, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. About to head to work too, but still listening. Thank you so very much for listening, and thank you for the super chat. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. I think they all look good. Well, Rue's giving, but yes, they were chewing today. She must be freezing. Maybe she's warm-blooded. You know, some people are just always warm, like me most of the time. Isn't Madison going to be back? Is Madison going to be back? I didn't see her in the commercial. I'm trying to remember if I saw T.S. Madison. Hopefully we see her again. I would be very upset if we didn't see her again this season. Madison also would have made more sense for the premiere because of the Break My Soul, but I think this was filmed prior to the album dropping. Yeah. Because the song came out before the album dropped, and I think this was filming when the song came. I'm not sure. I know this was filming before the tour. Yes, they definitely finished filming this before the tour happened, so nobody was able to take a look. I'm most certain season 17 is going to be a completely different story when it comes to ensembles. Matthias, thank you so much for the super chat. Maddie, what do you think of the Runway song choice? Hate it. I didn't like it for Down Under. I don't like it for this. I enjoyed the song, but I wish this Hustle Cat song that she just came out with, oh, that'd have been perfect. The song is good. It's a good song. It reminds me of Catwalk. Skeletal Key with RuPaul is magic. Cake and Candy is a little bit, the energy didn't match these babies for me. Like, they needed something a little bit more fire for me. I needed some fire for them because they were giving a little bit more than, you know, a very small basement for filming. Derek Barry on the payroll. Let me tell you something. India Farah was itching somewhere, but this makeup. I wanted to not say that so bad, but it just slipped out of my mouth. Good. Hey, Derek is there as a Britney Spears impersonator. And she introduced everybody. I said, okay, this is Vegas. Cute. Go ahead, flat wig. The nose. Yeah. I just felt Naomi Smalls' presence behind me just going, continue. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I couldn't do the it's Britney. What? Okay. Let's talk about Morphine, and I want y'all to give me your feelings on the talent show. This is where the polls come in. Morphine's talent. And I'm just going to do that for everybody. First name, talent, you go from there. And you already know how I operate. Is it giving? Is she cute? Or is it a chop? What were we thinking of this performance? I'd love to hear. You forgot what she did? How did you forget what she did? She danced to a song and she did some reveals. I thought the split was cute. This little moment here, bam, into the pop, to the boom, boom. So this is what I'll say. This is what I'm going to say. And I want everybody to receive this today because talent is subjective. Someone's like, is it? I can hear Blake, is it? Some people's talent is lip syncing. Not everybody can get up on the stage and perform or emote or do all of that or say, write a song and then come out. Okay. So I want to start with that there. However, if 5 people do damn near the same routine in different forms of music, pop to electro dance to what the fuck is that? It's a little bit harder to then go, oh, okay, that's the clear run through. And it sucks for her because high key, it was all lip syncing until we get to a certain point on it. Okay. Which is why for me, 2 performances stood out more than the other. But I thought she did a good job. I was entertained for the most part. That booty shaking was I saw your back doing things, but I didn't see that rump shaking. It wanted to go somewhere, it didn't get there. However, I thought Mama was good. I thought she was beautiful. I thought it was a nice performance. I would have tipped her. And good is good, and she was okay. But it was still a nice performance compared to some I've seen before, and some I'm going to talk about very soon. Okay, yeah, that BBL sure wasn't moving. There was a lift. It didn't. It was sitting still. Yes, there we go. Her ass was still sitting still. I was there. I was like, oh, okay. I live. Normally, I have to like beg for 100 votes today, but we're getting all the votes in the universe here because we're moving forward. 70% of you said she cute, 20% are saying she's giving, and 9% of you chopped. The performance, Morphine, I thought it was cute. Disclaimer, this program's for entertainment purposes only and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual. You know the rest. Okay. There was good moments about this. And then there's some things I got to talk about. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm going to chop the face. I'm going to chop the wig. I'm going to chop the Gumby movements. I thought this was the flailing, wailing, inflatable tube man halfway through her performance. Bitch, when she was doing every movement, I thought she was going to dislocate a shoulder or a hip or an ankle. There was a lot. It was like watching a bomb explode inside of a paper bag. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, she's doing a lot here. And the song was funny though. I like the song. I like the little gimmick. I thought it was very cute. Like, I was like, okay, this is cute. It's cute. But then she started moving. And it was like, I got to put my head down. Bitch. Bitch. What you say, bitch? What? I said, I was like, okay. This is getting dangerous. If this was a group number, somebody would have got swung on. So, yeah. But I also enjoyed myself. Does that make sense? I enjoyed this. But when I tell you that lady was, it was like watching Stretch Armstrong, but like and it was giving her, I don't know, bitch. I enjoyed the performance to an extent, but every time she was doing certain movements, I was like, she okay? She okay? Like, oh my God, did I hear a bone pop? What's happening? It was a lot of energy. The cat being thrown out was fucking funny. I enjoyed the cat being thrown at her and it being like, okay, that's where my pussy went. I was like, okay, got it. But kind of like, I like her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just kept looking at things like, no, yes, no, yes, no. So I found it funny that one person got messy today, which was Mirage. And then I was like, I'm sorry, did you not see Amanda Please just performing 2 minutes ago? Not the girl from What a Girl Wants is over here, please. No, let's not do this today. Am I going to chop it? I have to. I love her. I have to chop it because I was concerned. I kept watching it like, is she going to die? What's happening? I love her. That's me. No. I don't think so. I'm afraid not. Yeah, I have to chop it. Her runway was worse. I agree, wild card. But out of everybody that did something today, I gotta turn my notifications off. It breaks my heart every time. It's not that. I'm sorry, y'all. I was having the worst week. And then this episode came out and I was just like, oh my God, this is okay. Drag Race actually like pulled me back up after having just like the crappiest of crappy weeks. Like for real. Even this morning it was on some bullshit. So I've been up since 5. Oh my God. Sleep. I can't. No. Listen, she's a hoot. I just not. Let's get into Dawn. I'm gonna see what the votes are for Amanda, though. Where we at, y'all? My hair is falling. A mandatory meeting, please. Chop 47, She Cute 45, giving 7% out of 191 votes. You know what? That's a pretty good split decision. Hope you're doing better. I mean, not really, but I'm happy to be here. I'll just go ahead and say that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still going through right now. I'm in like a lot of tough positions, but I'm just happy to be like alive and well because that's literally what I have to look forward to right now. That and my cats at this point. Bitch, I wrote Dawn Together, like the show Drawn Together. Oh my God, Dawn, how dare you? Hold on, Dawn Talent, Matt. Talent. Oh my God. It's kind of why I've been encouraging tips a lot lately. So that's why someone's probably like, he's saying it a lot now. I'm like, yeah, well, if you had the week that I had, you would understand why I'm also like, please. But I'm also afraid because people are like really hard on me about even saying anything like that. So anywho, Dawn's performance for me was kind of key. It was key. I liked it. I did. If I'm to be perfectly honest, the runway was a better effect for me. I like the song a lot. I'm gonna say cute. Yeah, it was cute. I need some air, bitch. It was cute. Like, I guess for me, if she had ended it with her just being thrown out on the stage and they were like cut, I think that would have been the ultimate performance. Oh, two straight men carried her down the runway. I'm kidding. It was a lot of reveals. It was a cute, quirky song. I'm going to have the same critique I had for Tsunami that I love that she had for Tsunami was for me, the energy didn't change past a certain point. And that's where I got distracted, where I was like, this is fine. But just like Tsunami's rap, the level didn't change after the first set of it. It was like, okay, you could have cut that and then gone to something else real quick, but it kept the same level of energy for me. I thought it was just really cute and quirky and interesting. I was like, oh, okay. And she low-key told us about who she was through the performance itself. So I got it. I was like, oh, this is cute. I also was wondering if one of the gloves came out with the other sleeve. Yeah. Because when she only had one glove on, I was like, was that supposed to be there? Maybe that was supposed to be like that. Very that. A little bit peaked a little too early. That happened for a few. I was like, okay. But I enjoyed it for the most part. So I'm going to give it a glove. And I liked it. Yeah. I liked it. Overall, I enjoyed it. Yeesh. Yeah, listen to the lyrics. She talks literally about who she is as a drag queen and like, mixing fabrics, that's my name, and all that stuff. It's like, oh, okay. I wasn't expecting her to throw a toaster and a plate of spaghetti into a bathtub because when I look at Dawn, I don't immediately think Willow Pill. And I know a lot of people have referenced that for her. And I know that we've had many seasons of Drag Race, so there are always comparisons and, they remind me of. But for me, Dawn is in a different place. Like there's similarities, but they're not the same in any kind of way. Like Willow's definitely taller than her. 1, 2, like there's different stories. Like I don't know if we're gonna sit through, not sit through, but more so experience the same kind of storytelling that Willow had, that Dawn is getting. I don't see that. That's why I'm not gonna say it. For me, like I see we can put Crystal on the map here for Crystal Method and Willow and all that stuff. I don't see any of them in her yet. I see little bits of her, but I'm not gonna just go, she's her. No, I don't see that. I see Dawn soap. It's good. That's the best one to buy. It's platinum. Okay, they have a duck on the front of it. That means it's really good. They clean animals with it. All right, let's wrap up the Dawn votes here. That was dumb. I know. What am I doing? 200 votes for Dawn. That's amazing. Yay. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Why did they do that? Okay, sorry. Oh, okay, sorry. I've got a lot on my plate right now. Ow! Let's get to Q. There is this Nickelodeon show that I used to watch back in the day where they would have these people's heads and they had these puppet bodies, and it was like Wiener Town or something like that, or Wienerville or some shit like that. That's kind of what this reminded me of. And I know there's some other shows this could have been based off of where she got the concept, but it just reminded me of some shit I used to watch back in the day. And I was like, you know what? I was right with Wienerville. Am I right with that? Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm not, I knew in my mind, I was like, I remember something like this from when I was growing up. And it kind of took me there. So I was very pleased with it. And y'all know I love puppet work and just silly shit like this. So I thought Q kind of chewed a bit. It was very cute. Didn't even have to lip sync anything. It was just them using their hands as this puppet and allowing this to work out. Very, very high camp. Very cute. Like, and then looking at the screenshot, you can't even see her in this shot. You can't even see her body. It's come on. I thought it was there. Glam or whoa, why am I reading it like that? I'm so sorry, Glam. I am so sorry. You have Karen Walker. I should say Anastasia Beaverhausen as your picture for Cash App. You get 10 points. No need for a titty. Thank you so much, Glam. Listen, I appreciate the tippy poo. Bitch, while you playing. I'm over here like, but for real though, I'm about to start dancing for money. I mean, low key. Did back in May for Drag On. But yes, I think you did a good job. It was a key. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good performance. Again, nothing had to be said. It was all given through the show. So Auntie Joyce, no notification. I want to apologize on behalf of this platform. I hate when that happens. I'm so sorry because like that's one of my main concerns with my channel and being very scared about what is to come. I'm like, okay, do y'all not want me to be on here anymore? Is this your way of trying to get me off of YouTube? Stop. I've been doing this for 6 years. Stop it. I can't. One more minute and then we're going to wrap up this poll. I think this one's very self-explanatory. She kind of peed. It was a good little puppet show. The ballerina with the floppy arms and her using her hands for the feet is very, very cute. Loved it. I wonder what the next episode's talent show is going to be like. 82% said she given, 15% said she cute, 1% chopped the performance. 1% of you. The 1%. Oh, are y'all ready for a Mirage? Let's get into Mirage's talent, which is stripping. I'm playing. It's time for Mirage. Listen, a lot of discourse online today about this one. The girls were mad. Mama was not top 2. The girls were mad. But why? Let's talk about this hooker. Erica, oh my gosh, thank you so flipping much. I see the tippy poo on PayPal. I thank you so very much. That means a lot. Very, very much. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Erica. Appreciate you down. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, single father of 2. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Catch up MattyRants Venmo. As a reminder, if you see Emroika in the live chat, there will be timestamps at the end of this video. In the comment section, they will be pinned. If you want to get direct to the point, Emroika's got you here. Shout out to Emroika, one of my moderators. I love you, baby, and I appreciate you for being here. But yes, show me some love and tip it up, father of 2. Tip it broke, father of 2. I gotta take these babies to the vet and feed myself. You can't. Hey. She's a baddie. She's showing her jelly. I don't know the song. That's by, I don't know. Listen. I think Mirage is puss. Moments were given to prove that. That spin was puss. Puss. Ooh. I love a girl who can work a fucking pleaser, okay? One of my only reasons to go into a strip club is just to hear the strippers clack them heels. And to give performance, because they give. Bitch, she was peeing with that spin. Smooth. I was like, ah. The song is cute too. That was very helpful for this moment. The song was very cute. That spin, puss. Nasty. The thing is that, yes, there were a lot of the same when it came to performances of lip sync numbers and dancing and original music. The difference for me is how I leave the performance, how I feel afterwards. Will I remember the show? I'm going to remember this one. This one I remembered because I was surprised. I already thought she was, that girl. I was like, okay, she gives a little bit, like, whatever. She got her own little style. But then it was like, oh, okay. And honey, let me tell you something. That them legs was the moving and the splitting and the doing. It's almost like giving Naomi Smalls height if Naomi Smalls did stripper shit. You know what I'm saying? When you have length and a lot of arm, a lot of wingspan, a lot of leg span, bitch, it adds a bit more to the equation for me. Because sometimes when you see tall folks, you think they may be a little bit clumsy, they're a little bit tall, you know, that kind of bit, right? You don't want to have, sorry, I'm going in on this, but I actually was very impressed with her. Like, I was like, you know what? I watched this back several times. Like, she was kind of us. Well, that spin was puss. I'm sorry. I know I'm saying that a lot. But when she did this handstand, because it was really a cartwheel over, if you want to talk about it. But what she did was she pulled her legs up and then Mirage, I love you for this. This is a move I can do. And I used to do this when I was in gymnastics all the time. I can still do it, but you know, it is what it is. When you are in the middle of doing a cartwheel or a walkover, but you only let one leg go up first, so the other leg follows, and then you clack it and then bring the other. Like, watch how she did that again, y'all. It was boom, clack, down. And I was like, ah. I was like, ah. I was like, oh. I was like, yes. This is what I want to see. Puss. I thought it was right with God. She didn't do that dip when she did that slide later, y'all, but I'll call that little slide, if anything. I don't know about a dip. She was doing a split slide and then changed her position. It was still fucking feminine and everything. Hold on, I'm gonna get there. I got some tippy pools. We gotta give some shout outs here. Allison, I love you, Allison. Hey, baby. Maddie, I got the notification. Let me wrap my arms around you and buy you a coffee. You know I do coffee every morning too, and I appreciate it. It's on sale at Kroger's, y'all, in case y'all need to go get you that iced coffee run. Stokes. That's the brand. Is it Stokes? I always call it Stoke. I'm probably wrong. I'm always wrong. I'm never wrong. I'm a Libra. So wrong. Thank you so much. Thank you, Allison. India. Oh my gosh, thank you so much on Venmo. I appreciate it, baby. Hope this helps lighten your load a bit. It most certainly does. Keep your head up, and I know you're loved. Thank you, baby. Yeah, it's just been a lot hit me at once, and it was one of those weeks where it was like, okay, I have no way to control this right now, so I'm just gonna have to leave it to God. That's been my week. It's like, let me just leave everything to God, because I don't know how we're gonna get through. But my beginning of 2024 was a little tight. It was a little tight. Everything on me at once. I was like, stop. Oh, you do Fatima? Isn't it good coffee? I like it. They have the sugar-free ones, the unsweetened. I always am appreciative of that. Back to Mirage, though. Yes. Bam, bam, bam. I said, oh. It was just the way she spun her hair into that slide that was so puss for me. Because I'm going to call it a slide. Because it was going into a split, but she tucked that leg back right when she hit the bottom of it. So I was like, okay, yeah. But like, I was done. I was like, you know what? That's puss for me. If I'm going to be honest, out of everybody who did a lip sync today and a performance, Mirage was the best out of the lip syncers. In my opinion. I thought Dawn's was creative and it was enjoyable. Amanda's was funny. And I liked what Morphine did. But as far as like, yes, girl, it was Mirage for me. Ate that up. The landing was soft, Nick. I was here for the landing. It was so fast. Because it was just a swing. And then she said, I was like, ah. I was like, oh, she's good. I would throw money at her for sure. Okay, for sure, she would be getting coin. my little bang is doing too much. I'm sorry. I feel it just dislodging itself. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Let's keep going. We're gonna wrap the poll up. That just doesn't sound right anytime I say it. We're gonna wrap the poll up. 69% are giving, 27% say she cute, 2% chopped it. I live. Jessica, thank you. Launch. Legendary Legend, can I say I love seeing your name every time you're here, by the way. Hey, boo. Jessica, thank you for the super chat. We've been looking forward to your review all day. Love spending time with the rant pack. Give it to God, Matty. That's all I can do. And I see, and y'all coming through with these blessings. So thank you. Trust me, that's legit all I can do. Like, for example, another reason why I've been so stressed is because Miss Mom has got the sneezes, and I have her vet appointment set up for Monday. You know, I don't like seeing my baby sneezing and stuff. So she's been making me like very nervous. She's fine. She eats her food, she plays, and they said that's fine. But who said having kids was easy? They're liars. And I have 4 children, okay? But seeing them get along, I think, is my favorite part of them. And Mamu's a completely different cat now that he has a sister. He is a completely different cat. I cry like every time I see them like cuddling and stuff. I'm like, oh. I think she has allergies. I'm hoping it's not asthma. Like, I'm having like a field day. I'm getting nervous because I'm like, my one child has stomatitis. This child has asthma. I'm like, oh, please. It's okay. I'm going to take care of them kids. Okay. I will go broke for those kids. Fucking love my cats. I do. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm getting emotional. Those are my babies. I can't wait to show y'all that video too when I'm finished with it. I wrote a good script for it too. It got like music in the background. It's gonna be cute. Let's talk about Tsunami. Let's talk about Tsunami's talent, which was the Ocean Kelly track. I said, bitch, I heard that Ocean little pop off in the beginning. I said, oh, it's Ocean. I said, she helped her with this one work. I said, Ocean, thank you. Mind you, Ocean has been responsible for a lot of music that you've heard a lot of the girls do. And Ocean is definitely talented, someone who I think should be given a little bit more shine than way more shine than they already have. You know, shout out to Santana, but I was like, girl, Ocean could be on that same sort of like right there too. Like, I mean, they do good drag, they rap down, they know how to write good lyrics. Yes. Sorry, shout out to Ocean Kelly. Let me see here. Hold on. Was she giving? Was she cute? Or was it a child? These are the questions. Christopher, thank you so much, babe. I appreciate you. See on my Venmo for the children's fund. I appreciate using those cats too, because since there's not like a calico I could use or a tortie on Apple, which I need to send Apple, I think they need a tortie. We need a tortie cat. That's perfect example of Mamu and my baby, Mina. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Positives before we get to where I really feel about this. This started off very strong. This started off extremely strong. I thought I was actually kind of into this, to be very real with you. I like Tsunami as well. The beginning, yes. The RuPaul moment, I was like, oh, okay. Then it was going, and it got there. And there's one part in this song that I thought was going to stop, and then they go into a dance break, or they go into any kind of other break other than what was happening. But it didn't happen. And so the level stayed the same. And it didn't give it justice. The track itself was a vibe. Bitch, we were all bopping. But like, it just kind of went, and then it was supposed to go here, and it didn't do that. It just stayed there. And I was like, oh, okay. Even the dancing. It for something that was so short, Silver Apples, like you say, it was short. Yeah. For something so short, it felt long. And that's why I was like, I hate that for her. She looked good. Looked good. She looked good. Bitch was beat. Loved it. Thought she was gorgeous. I enjoyed the beginning of this number. I enjoyed what was in the first established quarters of. Once we got to the later third act of the game, I didn't find myself interested in the storyline anymore, and I had to go back to GameStop and ask for a store credit towards something that I heard IGN gave a 10, and you know how often they give those a... Let me not take them seriously, because sometimes the IGN reviews are absolute shite. But yes, I like Tsunami. Just I just wish it was a little bit different than how it went. The steam kind of left a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna wrap it up for Sue. What are we giving the what's the 67% of a chop? 31% said she cute, and 1% are giving out of 177 votes. Thank you for tuning in and for voting. You are a part of the equation. It's Matty-Rants channel. I appreciate they do not girl. Sir, girl, madam, friend, who, ha, they, them. I don't know. Do not get me started. There have been games that were brilliant and then they're so critical of, and then there are games no kind of development went into it. Very little is done. It's a 10. What are you talking about? What? Like, please don't start with me. It don't even get me on the TV show reviews too. I'm like, girl, okay, y'all are funny. Who is the dude in the back reviewing this? Like, can't do it. 7.8, too much water. Oh my God, what would IGN rate this? I got to get a graphic. I'm not going to take it from IGN, but I got to get a graphic with a scoring system soon that needs to be used for these videos. I have got to get something made for that so it could just be like an overlay and we can do scores. I can't. God bless her. Oh, you said talent show? Okay. You said talent show? Okay. All right. You said you wanted a talent show. Okay. I am not going to pull Monet's Little Bang into this conversation, but I feel like I would have been the person if Monet was in too far in the back and Sapphira started singing. I would have grabbed her by that little front bang from All Stars, bitch, and pulled her to the front and been like, sit right here. Because your ass can sing too. The first time we had it, not a good day. Second time, yes. This soprano was peeing on this stage. My God. And you made it a comedic song at the same time. You gave us classic performance, comedy, and you showed you're flexible. Started it off with dragging RuPaul in operatic form. Do you understand me? Like singing, Father. RuPaul, like, why are you pointing at me? Bitch, had her laughing within the first note. I was like, oh my goodness. Couldn't do it. It was just beautiful. Mind you, the set was great. The way they set everything up. They also had the screen up there because she was singing in a different language. So it was was it in Italian? I can't remember. But for me, I'm laughing because I'm like, not only does she show she knows multiple languages, not only does she show she's talented with singing, falsetto, the voice was clear. Then you threw in some, it was Italian. Okay, great. I was like, I think I hear Italian. Then you put in some comedy in that bit. Oh. It's a talent show. Not a drag show on a Friday night. This is a talent show. She said, I can sing. That is my talent. I am a performer. I'm about to show that. The mic was on. There is no backtrack. The mic was on. I live and I breathe. I live and I breathe. I live and I breathe. She emotes for Jesus. Jarrell, how could you say? Worried about Black queens who eat on episode 1. I don't think this is going to be a meh moment here. I felt the spirit of Black Pepper pop out of this super chat. I felt the Hollywood star fall from the sky and land on Earth to tell Sakana, come with me if you want to live. That. I hear you, Jarrell. Okay. I hear you. I don't think this is going to be that case. Widow Vondu too. That as well. Don't forget Wid. Love me some Vondu. Hold on. Do we have to start praying? Hold everyone gather around. Get in the prayer circle. Lord, here we are. Gay, straight, bi, trans, in between, individuals, all of the above. Do you see our sister Sapphire Christelle on this stage on this good evening and afternoon? Why, you already saw it months ago, so you exactly know what's happening here. Better yet, you have all the tea. Let me find out, God, you are the person on Reddit that's exposing everything. Anywho, Lord forgive me. I know that was a little blasphemous here, but catch me on the rebound. Can we not have what happens normally? Thank you. Sincerely, all of us from the Rant Pack. We thank you. Amen. All right. I'm just asking. You should hear my prayers to God when I'm not on camera. Trust me, we talk, okay? Trust me, he knows me. He knows me. Sorry, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a little love, it does go a long, long way. A single father of two. Call me Will Smith in the pursuit of happiness. I'm in that bathroom fighting for my life for my child, okay? Who's about to grow up and sell water out of a truck. Wife embarrassing me online. Anywho, slapping Chris Rock in the face. Good for him. Tip jar. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Cash App, $MattyRants. Venmo Rants. Thank you so much for being here today. It is a live chat, so just know this is a long conversation. And believe me, it is. There will be timestamps in the comment section later, and Rika will be posting them. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm going to read her in that Fisher-Price chest. I am. I'm going to talk about them testicles that were sitting on her chest today, because those weren't boobs. Those were balls. Yep. Actually, Wesley Snipes balls. Very much that. But this was so fucking funny. I thought it was a great performance. It was a good show. This to me was like, when I see a talent show, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you showed your talent, right? It's RuPaul, literally, that was at the beginning with the father bit. RuPaul couldn't let that go. Why were you calling me father? She was, I think Ru also knew she could play with her. Why am I your father? Why is that? And then she turned around and said, you know why. Why am I father? You know why. Thank you, Daddy. See, this is what I'm saying. I like the fact that she is not afraid to play with the big dog and know, okay, we're in a competition, all that kind of stuff. But like, if she's going to ask for banter, I'm going to return. That's a queen with time and experience on there, and who knows who they are. Nothing can shake or move that bitch. Like, this show cannot define them as a queen. I think that's what I'm missing from a lot of folks that I see either come on the show or people who expect queens of a certain kind of brand to pop up. I want bitches that know who the fuck they are as queens. So when they get on the show, you online can't tell them who they are. And when they get critiques back that they don't feel necessarily, it doesn't shake them so much to being like, oh, I don't know what's going on. No. You know who you are. You know who you are. You had a bad day. Pull that shit up and get back in the arena again. Take your L. You know what I mean? Why do you think I don't want to immediately jump in there and give Shangela season 2 energy? I'm like, no, I'd rather be Shangela season 3. For those of you who are like, Matt, when are you going to join the show? I got my sewing machine. I got my first class the end of this month. I've already started my tutorials and makeup. I've pretty much am getting some hand-me-down makeup that my friend hasn't even used before. That is a makeup artist out here that's helping me in this process. Like, I'm very much taking this year to do a lot of drag in the background. And I've been challenged by a friend of mine to, before Drag Con, post a video of me getting ready as piece of cake. So yes, if we're gonna see if the bet, I'm very nervous. I'm mad he made me do that. But today I'm gonna I took the request. He said, Matty, well, I've been starting drag. What do you mean starting drag, girl? Did you not see my performance at DragCon last year? Did you not see me give the girls the America Has the Problem? Because I gave it, bitch. No, I'm just playing. I'm not playing. But yeah. Because they said 17 came out too quick. I'm like, fuck. I may have wanted to wait. I thought y'all were gonna get that some time. So yes, I will try. I'm gonna try to send an audition tape in for 18. Oh, you knew her. Oh, hey, Zelda. Oh, girl. Hold on, sister. I gotta say, sister, brother, mother, marry, friend, they, them. I don't know which you are. My bad if I say anything that may give a little dysphoria. My bad, child. Somebody get the link to either Twitter of me with the posted performance, or I mean, it's also my Patreon too, low key. Oh yes, baby. My first performance was at DragCon last year. Shout out to Bitch Puddin'. She had me on Bitchin'. I was performing with a lot of the big dogs. Like literally Nicole Page Brooks went before me, and my mother is Honey Davenport. By the way, for those of you who are new here, my mom is Honey Davenport. My drag name is Piece of Cake. On this channel many moons ago, Raja O'Hara, the winner of Canada versus the World, painted my face along with a few others when I was living in LA, and my drag persona, which I've been holding down forever because I've been so afraid of the whole masculine thing or whatever, but I got over that shit, has been keeping me together. And so now that I'm over that, I've been focusing on like getting my mug and all that together. Is that Evie Oddly? If Evie was gross, that would be a read, but she gives, so it's not a read. But I'm Matty-Rants and Piece of Cake. I'm not Evie Oddly. Check, please. Please. Everybody light skin ain't Evie. Real quick. I'm just saying. It's giving everybody light skin. I'm like, let's not do that. Oh, I mean, read my resume. I also was a backup dancer for Sissy Bounce artist. Vodka were doing the crew. I have shared the stage with Big Frida, Katie Rez, Hissy Nobi. I was at South by Southwest in 2011, performed at 5 shows as a backup dancer for New Orleans bounce music, as well as voguing in my own personal set. Yes, girl. I've been doing this for years. And I'm a procrastinator, unfortunately, which is why it's taken me so long to get there. That's my storyline for Drag Race. You're welcome. That's the storyline for Drag Race. I took too long, and now that I'm here, let's go. Do I expect to win? For sure, but I'll take 6th to 5th place. Thank you. So yeah. Anywho, let me shut the tuck up. Thanks for tuning in. I'm over here asking, please. Yet I'm so over here slapping my peen on the table like I'm somebody. Who am I? Anywho, let's wrap this up and get to the runway. They did reveals. Well, some did reveals. Oh my, nobody chopped this. This is the first poll of season 16. And no one chopped. Oh, y'all are feeling the crystal. Oh, everyone drinking. Go ahead, drunks. not drunks. Help me. I can't. What is wrong with you? I like her. I have high hopes for Sapphira Crystal. She gives top 4 energy. You know how someone you see on the first episode, it's like they have to go far. There's just no other way. It's currently how it feels. So I hope I'm not heartbroken. That's where we're at. Let's get into the reveal runway. First up is Morphine Love Dion. I ask for honesty. As you know, I will give it. Category is, well, to be honest, all I heard was reveal because that music came on. And I was so focused on cake and candy. Is it giving? Is she cute or is it a chop? I'm going to blow my nose off camera because I'm a gentleman. Please start your voting process and then let's get into this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hold on. I have to send this to somebody real quick. Okay. I think it's adorable that they had this idea for this towel reveal into this bathing suit and they were going to give something, right? So the problem is just like how I have the same feelings on the Real Housewives of Miami, doing a reveal into Larsa Pippen is not as amazing as she thinks it is, right? Okay, was that anybody else for me? Because that's what I received from this. It felt like I watched her turn from what she used to look like into somebody else, and I said, "Oh, okay, not for me, not for me, Larsa, not for me. I don't like you on this season either, bitch, at all. The way you had gave Gertie's cancer diagnosis, you're gonna be trash forever for me for that one, sister. Yeah, the wig was a bit dry. Her mug is still muggy, but I wish that the towel was a little bit more, it was bigger. It was a little bit draggier. It looked a bit more spectacular, at least maybe shiny, something of the sorts, maybe some sort of something going on in there. The little spin was cute. I was like, oh, okay, but not really, because when she got out the spin, I thought she was about to, hit the ground a little bit. But yeah, I was not really grasping at Larsa's Pippen. I was not. I don't care if you're with Michael B. Jordan's son. Michael Jordan's not Michael B. Jordan, excuse me. But not my favorite. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I don't know. I wanted to be bigger for her. It just didn't go there. That's all. That's all. It's still not the ugliest thing we have ever seen. I know. I just had to say, what did I say? What did I say? What did I do? 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 That's from Mad TV. Thank you for those that caught that reference. What did I do? What did I do? She's gorgeous. No, she is. Her mug is undeniable. The girls will never be able to achieve such grace. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, she's gorgeous. I just didn't really do nothing for me. I was like, oh, a towel to the bathing suit. Yep. Let's wrap up the poll. What did I do? What did I do? 50% of you, well, okay, 50% chopped it. 47% of you said she cute and 2% giving. So y'all were kind of on the line with she cute and chopping it, with a little bit of y'all giving it. She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. Law's going to be there soon. Law, I swear to God, if you don't say that. Law, please say that when you get there. She's a pretty girl. I hope so. If Law does not use that line from Legendary, I'm going to be so upset. Let's get into Dawn. This was kind of gaggy. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know what was happening at first. So I was like, huh? What's going on? I'm with you on that one. Is it Tara or Tara? TB? I'm with you. I need the second half because also whenever they merge together, ooh. I always love it when they actually finally come together too. Like how it was the previous season when they finally came in the room and it was like, oh, that's what we're going against. It's very that. What do you think about this? Look, what is this giving for you? It's a abominable snow queen eating someone. Frost moth, if she chose my not this is Frost moth in what is that? Oh, come on, help me out. It's the new game. What is that zone called again? When everything's changed. Like this is Frost moth in that other zone that you know where the music is. Oh fuck, I forget the name of it. Oh, I haven't played Scarlet and Violet in forever. Damn. Paradox. Thank you. Thank you. This is the Paradox version. Thank you. The area, yes, in area zero, a Paradox Pokemon. Very that. It's Violet now. I think that red bow in the back was cute. That was a very nice touch. I like when she took this off because I thought it was like really campy when she had it on. She takes it off. She's the most beautiful Monster High doll I have ever seen in my life. That is immediately where my mind went to. I'm like, girl, this is the best Monster High doll I have ever seen. Like, wow, purple. Mind you, we saw a purple face later. So, yes, this is the benchmark. Like, her makeup is severe. And I did like it once it was revealed completely. I thought it was kind of cute. So, yeah, no, I'm going to give this. This is giving for me. I thought it was campy from the beginning. It's not the biggest giving moment, but I actually like the full bit. Like, I love the hair. I love the face. I love the reveal afterwards. I thought it was kind of cute and stupid and funny in the beginning. And I think that's her full drag aesthetic. So, yeah, I lived. But fuck this wig and this face or everything. Oh, so right. It's so right. They get the same amount of time to do their makeup too. So please really invest in like y'all. She can do a quick beat like this. Like, oh. So pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I like Dawn. It's gonna be very hard for me to not enjoy her. She's got some opinions though, so I'm worried because Mama also is like, oh, I don't know if everyone's gonna not like me, or also like, oh, you know, like what if my good? Like she's a little bit anxious, I feel, but she also speaks her mind. So I'm like, ooh, child, I hope that doesn't come back and hit you during the season because everybody got a voice, right? Let's go ahead and wrap up the voting. We've got 57% of you giving this, 37% said she cute, and 4% of you said chap. But yeah, I like me some Dawn. Who's next? Okay, I think I'm ready. Roger the alien does whiteface. Like I don't. Oh my god, we need to have a mandatory meeting. We need to have a mandatory meeting. We do. We're having one right now. Right now. Mandatory. Everyone stop the workday. Come here. Like, there goes the poll. Is it giving? Is it Maddie be serious? Is it chop, chop, chopper? Or is it... All right, there we go. I gave you options. Listen. Laura Vanderbuben is the name. Not. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. God forgive me for this poll today, as well as for all the other things I have said. If you would do me a favor and hit the like button, share, and subscribe, and become part of this Rant Pack family, and understand that each and every Saturday afternoon, we're going to have a good time talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, as well as Sundays with the panel. If you want to drop a little bit of love my way, I'm a single father of one, poor. I am. PayPal.me /MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. I might have said something funny today. So you might want to tip me because I said something funny today. That's how that works. I don't know if that's how that works. I'd like it to work that way. I don't know if that works that way. Help! But yes, thanks for tuning in. I love y'all down. Please hit the thumbs up button and get in the comment section afterwards. It's super free. If you feel the need to drag me, I will allow it because algorithm purposes. Thank you. All right. And I also think it's healthy sometimes to hear people who hate you tell you they hate you, because then you get to be like, there's balance. There's balance. There's balance. Okay. I would choose Maddie be serious. That's my contribution, because that was my brain telling me, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Now she comes out and the wig falls off and we get a redo. And, she must, I don't know if they told her she wasn't going home that day, so go ahead. But, bitch, I know I would have been nervous after that happened. Like, can we restart this again? It kind of added to the joy. But then she came out fully. And who has seen the movie Meatball? Hold on. No. I have to pull it up. I have to pull it up. There is a movie called Meatballs 3. And there is an alien in Meatballs 3. Okay. This is all I see. This is all I see. This right here. That's all I see. That's all I see. Now, I may have mentioned a movie that's very old for some of you, children in my audience today. If I gave you something of entertainment value there, do yourself a favor. If you want to get into Maddie's mind in my really fucked up world, okay? I'm a Jim Henson kid, so you should know I'm on the level of what is happening upstairs. I've got millions of voices in my mind, and I have not been diagnosed. Go watch that movie and tell me I am wrong, because you know I'm right. See, that's why I'm like, tip jar, please, because I'm giving y'all everything, bitch. But no, it does look like the face is running away from each other. Natalie Nunn's never looked so good. Whatever. Let's move on. I can't go in too deep here. It's supposed to be like an invasion of the body snatchers moment, or like the reveal. I was an alien underneath it all, and then we get to see what is the actual painted face. Now, I would almost argue that it would have been better to have left this on, because what we got after, excuse me, a mandatory meeting, but man. Dawn, have you done a purple face before? In her purple face, it was the most racist conversation I've ever seen. The colorism in the room, Dawn. The colorism. Purple. Purplest. Can believe it. That wig, I'm going to say it. I love her. She better not be mad at me for this. I saw that wig on her and I said, baby, that is Bible girl coded. And you know I love my sister Bible girl. Bible, if you're seeing this, bitch, this is not a read. Girl, you know the vibes. All that's missing is like a skirt train, a bra on top of something, some extra different gloves that would have been used, a Britney number down. But the makeup would have been better, a lot better. I'm referring to the wig, not the makeup. Bible would never. Bible's makeup gives, oh, too much. Like when I look at Bible Girl's makeup, I always assume she's giving Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction right before the OD. Because it's it's always a little red right there. You know, it's a little stuffy. Shout out to Bible Girl, love you, sister. No, Dusty can do her makeup. I'm not gonna say Dusty Ray Bottoms. This isn't like us talking about dots on the face. This is us talking about the same eyebrows that like 1010 and Vegeta have, and they did the fusion dance and became some weird amalgamation of a bad Dragon Ball Z fighting character. This looks like some like rough draft or what they were trying to give. We want a feminine character for the show. They ended up putting muscles on the bitch. Couldn't do it. I see Gary has found their troll queen in the chat. I love that super chat also was low-key a call out to another Rant Pack member. I think that's really funny. Gary, hey friend, she giving Eggplant Friday down. Listen. You say eggplant, I say foot. I say toe that's been cut off from circulation. There's a lot of blood left up in there. It's a lot. Boo, I chopped this. I fucking love her. I chopped this though. I love me some mandatory meeting. Hell no. Dude. Not I, said the pussycat. Poop. I want to see the voting. What is the tea? Okay. 54% of you laughed at this look because that's what that meant. I made you make bad decisions. 23% of you chop style. Chop style. Come on. Chop. There we go. Okay. Chop style. There we go. 14 said be serious. I can't. I'm Maddie. I'm dramatic. I'm that gay. And then 6% of you said giving. So some of you love her. Just some of you. No, we love her in this household. I'm a fan of the Tory meetings that happened here. This is bad, but I love her. But Next up is Tsunami Muse. Every time I hear she says her name or I hear it, I think of that Katy Perry song, Tsunami. Tsunami, yeah. You have, yeah, that song. I wonder what Katy Perry did that made that career go, no more of this. It was her best song on that crappy ass album. Witness was horrible, but that was one of the best songs, if not the best song on there. Like, that was literally me and Jamar will both tell you to this day, that was our best song. That was my favorite one from Witness. Not one single was better than any of the other songs that were on the album, in my opinion. Even the one with Nicki. I was like, she had way better songs that weren't released. It was definitely a big fail for her. Terrible. Someone said Russell Brand. Oh, okay. So I think she looks cute. She's cute for me only because this wasn't really like a big moment. I was more enthralled with the bang, with the pony, with the mug, and the walk, garment itself. She gave. The clothes were okay from me. I like her walking. She can push on through. I do love a little two-step with this bitch. She gives, right? And she is also very gorge. The modeling contract is real, children, right? This was just hey, House of Muse for sure. Your mother would have worn this. Your mother would have worn it. Maybe she did. This might be the same size that she wore. This fit. But for me, it's all right. It's all right. It didn't take me there. I thought it was a good look. I thought she looked good. I thought the legs was legging. I thought the arms were moistured. Yeah, that's fine. But it gave family resemblance. I thought this was the runway at one point in time. I thought, oh, so it's a regular outfit. And we gonna make this like what? Oh, okay. But it's cute. Not even any accessories. It needs a bracelet. It needs something on the wrist bad. It needs something on the wrist, at least the wrist. I wouldn't want a necklace because she's got very good, the décolletage, all this is nice up here. So maybe not a necklace, but we need a bracelet. But she's still cute. It's still cute. It's still giving. This is not ugly. This is not bad. And no one can chop. Well, you may chop this. I would never. I just would go, oh, okay. She looks nice. Wait a minute. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Farnsworth. We have Simone, little sister, but without the soul seeking from RuPaul. From the house of Bosco, I mean mute. Farnsworth? Corner. Thank you for the super chat. Corner. Zella, that soul seeking. That part. I don't agree with that. Simone's my sister. So I ain't going I won't agree with that at all. Oh my God. If you mean RuPaul was trying to take some of Simone's youth, she'd have to find that from the earth. Remember? No. Remember? Remember? Member berries? Remember? I'm like, that's my girl. Don't bring my sister up in here. I've been to that lady's house. Don't you dare. Bitch, what? That's me. How dare you? I have been in these people's homes. True story, but still. Don't you bring my sister up in here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm playing. Shout out to Fosworth. Fosworth said that RuPaul had that Now that's not true, Farnsworth, because we saw some of those runways later on after Simone's season, so it's not possible that she stole a little bit of her soul. I mean, maybe the soul, not the taste. RuPaul gives. Let's not do this today. We are not going to play in this lady's face. Mother is not the girl, okay? We wouldn't even be talking about this show if it wasn't for RuPaulinasia, Golden Seal, okay? We wouldn't even be here. Y'all over here want to talk about RuPaul. I love her. I love her. Oh, did he review Candace's Drag Race? I did. It's actually on my channel now. If you don't see it, go to the live part. Sometimes YouTube does that with the way they break up the videos. But I did review Candace's Drag Race. I did. Ashraf Khan, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year and congrats on the new fur baby. Thank you. You will meet her this week in a video. It's coming. Poo, 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 poo. Thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. 444. Wait, there were 444 people in here. Make a wish. There were. Make a wish. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, it's right down there with the PayPal.me/MattyRants. Cash Up $MattyRants. I've been MattyRants. I'm a single father of 2. So if you want to, it's really needed and appreciated. And I thank you. Can't tell you my wish, but we'll see if it comes true. I can't. Farnsworth, thank you for the super chat. If RuPaul quit wearing them George Washington wigs, she just wants us to know that she is of the echelon of the, the olden days. Okay. She wants us to know. We got to know. We got to know. All right. Let's end the tsunami by giving the poll answers here. Where are we at with she's alling? I'm putting her in she's cute because it's not ugly. It's not fully giving because it's kind of like, oh, okay. But red looks good on her. The mug is beat. The walk was right. The hair is giving. The bang is banging. 55% say she cute. 35% say chop. 8% say giving. Just so you know, for the panel tomorrow, I will have different answers than the ones I have here. Forgive me for the creativity I'm going to display for everyone's answers because there will be different ones each and every time. And I cannot be held accountable for the words I will use tomorrow. I mean, today either. I love that this is the outfit she came out with, and Charlie's is there, knowing she was in the Queen, the Huntsman, and that whatever movie I didn't really care for. Hold on, giving. She cute. Or is it a chop? We're on cue. I love how they were praising the outfit. And then when they asked her, like, where did this come from? And she's like, well, I made it. I just love how it was done. It was so right, too. It was very, very puss. Like, well, I made it. Yes. That's me. I was like, yes. Yes. From this shot alone, it's the right. From now further on, ooh, very cool. Q, you're brilliant. If you don't ever feel that way, if there's ever a moment in doubt, like if my voice carries in any sort of way in your life or whatever, like who the fuck am I, right? Just the rant pack in general, all of us as a whole. Girl, no, you peed. Sis, you're talented. You're talented. This is talent. This is talent. This is a whole costume design. Okay? It's shining everywhere. Not one part of it looks mute. None of it. It's all loud and it's beautiful. Then the reveal. Huh? Huh. Michaela, try refreshing your screen, baby. Sometimes that happens. Because I have the YouTube up too, and I have to refresh my screen when I do polls, so I know what you're talking about. Who said rose coated? Pesky, I would wait until next episode. Because plain Jane, and I was going to save that for next week, but even through the trailer, I was like, oh, honey, is it a tad bit. Same garden. You know what I mean? Same garden. Wouldn't say we're not going to say the same person, but same garden. You went to the botanical gardens. They were right across from each other. Mm-hmm. Different plots. Different plots. Shut up, Matt. Oh, Pesky, I know it's been a minute. That's why when I saw your name, I was like, hey, bitch. Y'all were waiting for season 16. I know. The Q stands for quality. I'm here for that. She ain't no rose. Shut up, please. You see, it's like she's a cocoon, huh? And inside the cocoon, she's growing into the butterfly. Why I say it like that, cocoon? I think I'm going to say it like that from now on, no. She came from a cocoon. And from that cocoon, it's like I used two in one, you know what I'm saying? Like I hit two birds right there with one stone a little bit. Cocoon. Chris Rock and a couple other girls felt that one. Cocoon. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've been in this joyous spirit of doing these shows with y'all. Like, you know what it is. All right. Thank you so very much for tuning in, y'all. Hit the thumbs up button. We got to keep going here. I've been talking forever, but I love it. We're having fun. Aaron, hey friend, love you. Kitty Food, love from Vegas. Thank you so very much, Aaron. I appreciate it. Yes, because Mamu, she's already okay. Let me explain something with these cats. I think she's 5 months now. Like I got her when she was 4, but she's 5, 6 months. They're considered an adult. She's already trying to eat Mamu's food, the adult cat food versus her food, to where Mamu then will go eat her food. Drives me insane. Product. Oh my God. I'm seeing like all my people. Ooh, y'all don't really care for the international seasons. I don't like that. I'm seeing some of y'all that just, well, welcome. Salome, you didn't get your notification? Damn. I tried to make the announcement. I literally set this up for yesterday. So this was like 14 hours in advance. I don't know how YouTube is messing that up. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm dead ass sorry. Like, I literally set this up over 12 hours ago. You will always see the thumbnail pop up probably like 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. Central. So yeah, just check YouTube and da-da-da-da-da. And then also, if you don't see notifications, this is why I say follow me on Twitter, X and Instagram, because I will always post what I'm about to do on YouTube there. It's crazy, right? Yeah, so sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. But listen, let's wrap this up right now. We got to move to the next queen. I don't want to be here too long because you know the girls are like, she talks forever. Q, we gave 90% of it giving. She cute, 7%, 1% chopped. 1% chopped. Hey, George. Hey, everybody. If for all those on the halfway crew, y'all on the set, this is the later half of the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love you down. Glad you're here. Kissy, kissy. Every Saturday, we're here. Sundays, too, for the pan. So let's do it. Y'all. All right. Great. Moving forward through this garden of drag, we're on to Mirage. We're on to Mirage. Is Mirage giving? Do you see? There we go. Mirage. Do you see it? I can't tell. What the... I think we'll have to do this for Mirage for as long as they're on the show. Do you see it? I can't tell. What the fuck is that? Do you see it is the giving? I can't tell is the she's cute. And what the fuck is that? Of course, is the chop. I think, Mirage, we have found your options whenever we do these polls. I think that's perfect. I'm sorry. I think it's perfect. I feel like a genius right now. Ooh, Stephanie, that's a good one. Hey, Steph, also Patreon member. Bling. Hey, Stephanie, you just commented not too long ago. You just came from Patreon. Hey, Stephanie. I was like, wait, you were commenting on there just not too long ago. But listen, nothing's there is good. Oh. Zella, I just realized I know where your PFP is coming. I know where that's from. It's like a stop motion cartoon. What else? It's like penguins, but there's something else on the show. I can't think of the name of it. But I know that. I'm like, wait, I know that PFP. Bitch, where? It's one of my favorite sound bites. Bitch, where? Okay, so this was like a bouquet of feathers. This was a bouquet of feathers at one point in time. When they saw the colors, they were like Miami Dolphins. I was like, how is this Miami Dolphins? They're not blue. And it's not this color, blue and orange. I'm like, that's Auburn colors, if anything, right? So that Miami Dolphins reference didn't add to it. There's more of a greenish blue to that. I don't know if anyone else clocked that in. I don't know if y'all watch sports like me. I do sometimes, I like trade every now and then. But like, I'm like, that's not Miami Dolphins colors. That's not even Miami. That's not even Miami's colors for their university. I'm like, what? Okay, Florida Gators, yes. But they, okay, I was like, Miami Dolphins. That's why when I was like, how? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Gators. Okay. Thank you. You see, I don't even know the team. I know Miami Dolphins. That's football. Is that a football team? Are the Gators a football? I don't think that's is that a football team? Gator sports. That feels like baseball. Is that baseball? It's football. Why does it say basketball? I'm confused. Oh, I see football. What kind of what? College. There we go. I only want the ones that are signed. Do you hear me? Not paid by the school. I want the ones that are signed. Excuse me. That's where my mind's at. I don't pay attention to college football now. The only one I'm gonna talk about is Roll Tide Roll, and that's because that's where most of my family graduated from. So Alabama, what's up? Roll Tide Roll. Which are racist school. Anywho, Mirage is giving. Normally, I'm not a fan of the Vegas girl because we've seen so much of it, but I kind of was here for presentation. It does look silly a little bit when we get it from here, but when she turns, it's so like, oh, I kind of love how it looks when she turns and she's like, I was like, okay, it's kind of right. Then we transition into different looks. Now, I didn't show it when the titty bib came out, but I do want her to know that her breastises were actually the right size, in my opinion, for what we needed to give in this moment. They were the right size. That's a breast bib, YouTube. Calm down. Those aren't real. Those are plastic. It's clay. Those fit the body. It made sense for me. So I was kind of here for it, the whole jiggling bit. I was like, okay. Cute. So for me, I'm going to say she's cute. There's a couple things I would have changed about this. I like her a lot. So she's cute for me with this look. I was like, okay. But she cute is, I can't tell. So we'll probably leave it there. 43% of y'all can't tell. 41 of you do see it. And 14 are, what the fuck is that? So we're saying she cute and she giving. I thought it was a good first showing for Mirage. Safira Cristal has one of my favorite faces from Drag Race. Mug-wise. One of my favorite mugs. Yes. Mm-hmm. Her makeup is severe for me. I'm like, oh, the way she paints her face, the way she highlights it in the right areas. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. We're going to get in the rest of this outfit here. I like the opera coat. I was here for the opera coat. I liked it. I thought this was a good part of the ensemble. Okay. Now, I actually was fine. Hold on. Go back real quick. I was not mad at this. Michelle didn't care for this part of it. I was fine with this one. This was good for me. I kind of was here for it when she came out of it. Personally, I like this. So I didn't agree with that critique, in reference for this. Second part of the look when she came, that mug is right with Jesus. Second part when she came out of it, I was like, okay, it's cute. But then she did the reveal. And that is when my score went, woo. I have never seen someone's testicles jump so far up the body, except for seeing Peter Griffin on Family Guy. If she jumped a little bit harder, they would have hit her chin. Why are they in here? It's like her breasts are in tight and confined spaces. Like this is an escape room for her breast. I like this breast bib is so under the stairs. Like no. They're so close together. No, me first. No, me first. No, me first. No, me first. Like that. Like they're fighting with each other. Like it is bad. Bitch, that is two. One is Tom Green's nut and the other one. No, I'm not going to do that. But It has to be a borrowed breast bib because there is no way. I mean, unless Sapphira has it to where certain looks with that same bib do go together because of how she has it cinched or covered, I can see. It was when they were revealed and then she was shaking them. And then I noticed that the bottom part of them, they weren't attached because when she was doing it, they were coming up. And I was like, oh my God, she might as well have a life preserver. This was the boat is sinking. Jump. Sapphira will be just fine with that. Actually, she won't. It's too small of a life vest. I was here until we got here. So I would have said giving. Her mug is most certainly, and so is the wig. Portions of this outfit are giving. And then other portions I'm going, no. There's a lot. There were some chic cutes, but this I hated a lot. I have to be real. I love you, Sapphira. I hate this. Hated it. Chest testicles. I said it. Coined the phrase. It came from me. Bible girl, that's merch. Chest testicles. How are your chest testicles? But one girl, yeah, I enjoyed it when we were at the lip sync. It was when we were doing this, and I didn't know if her eyes were up here or down there. I thought it was a Muppet that was trying to jump out of her corset at one point in time. Help! Come out. I love her, but I didn't like that. I love her. I just didn't like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's wrap that poll up here. 46% of you said she cute. 30% say giving. Chop is 23%. It's definitely, we're a little bit of a mixed bag when it comes to this, and I completely understand that. I completely understand that. What is the love child of Fozzie Bear and Janice is trying to jump out of her chest. God bless her. She looks like how Azalea Banks' titties looked like the first time she got them done. You remember when Azalea got them breasts done the first time? She's gonna probably call me a slur by the time she sees this video. Okay. Do you remember before that video before Anna Wintour? Do you remember that? Listen, she came out and rode the boat. No. I said, oh my God, up! That shit up! That breast was here. She said, hey y'all, I did not get a boob job. Oh, okay. Hold on, I gotta do it. Azalea to all of us. All right, I'm ready to sing. Let's go. Do you show me if I will believe? Let me tell you something. Them breasts were not moving at all during Anna Wintour. That was her equilibrium through all those spins too. Okay. It was always cold. I love her though. I mean, I don't love the things that come out of her mouth, but her music is forever. Like Azalea is that girl. I agree sometimes with some shit she say, and other times I'm like, okay, bitch, now what's going on? What are you talking about? All right, listen. Babies get to the stage. Judging commences. I still felt weird about the critiques that Mirage got about her performance being messy when I'm like, okay, no. Did she freestyle it? Probably, but it was clean. Like I freestyle and it can be clean. You don't have to have it like maybe it was because they saw the talent show happen more than once. And Michelle's critique for that was you didn't do the same routine like you did before. We saw a different show. Okay. But if that's how the girls want to give, that's how the girls give. Like she was like, okay, I'm going to come out here and do my click clacks. And she operates like that. So I don't know. I didn't agree with that one. But I felt, okay, they saw this more than once. I know a little bit of knowledge when it comes to these shows and when I talk to queens, right? So for me, they saw it twice. She didn't do the same routine. That's why she made the critique. Because I was like, I don't agree, but this must be multiple filmings. Yup. More than likely. But I thought she was eating regardless. So yeah, I thought that wasn't too much of a good take. I was here for most of the critiques for everybody that were included. They kept it real. Okay, Mirage was, we love this and that could have changed. Da, 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 da. Same thing for Tsunami. They gave real critiques with there. Amanda, they dragged her, but also uplifted at the same time. Said she was a great performer and they loved her energy and who she was. Dawn got good critiques. And then, Morphine was told, beautiful performance, all that jazz. And while this is cute, this could be better. And Sapphira was talking to her father, RuPaul, her play cousin. Because when I tell you, this was like a good friend conversation. Everyone gave their critiques for Sapphira, right? Then we get to RuPaul. And she's like, let me tell you something. Your performance was immaculate. But you want to know what I really want to talk about? Those slew feet. Not RuPaul. Being like, oh, you know what? You are fucking talented, but you want to know what I really want to talk about? Those toes. Please tell me you heard. Please tell me you heard fucking Sapphira go, I have hip dysplasia. Please tell me y'all heard that. I was cackling. Talk about those slew feet. I got hip dysplasia. I said, shut up, both of you. The cameraman was so shady. So shady. Why? Why? We're going to be able to look forward to this for the rest of the season. Don't send her home, because I'm here for that kind of bantering back and forth. When you get RuPaul to give me scenes that don't feel scripted or don't feel very like she's over it. For example, there was one person in the cast that she didn't say anything to for the critiques, Dawn. Dawn, at the end of it, she gave you thank you. I was like, huh? Did she say something to Dawn? I missed the critiques. Everyone else said something. But when Dawn was done, it was thank you. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. I was like, oh, we missed those. So I want to see that. I like these moments when it feels like RuPaul's not running with the script. And it's like, girl, I'm about to just cut up real quick. That's all. Loved it. So RuPaul tells them they now have to vote with Raider Queen. I said this at the beginning of the episode. I'm going to say it again. If they're smart, they will utilize this platform and show the results the next day. I beg and I plead of the producers, do not have these people coming back in the room trying to figure out who said what. You show it on the screen. You don't have to say who voted, but just give the score. Like, after everything was done, this is who was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last. That's all I'm asking. It is messy. Make it messy. Don't give us something that can be messy-esque. No. Full on Rudy Huxtable. Please. Please. Just don't waste this opportunity, because I hate to bring up a season where you had something and you didn't utilize it properly. It's chocolate. Please. Amanda, please. Shut up, Matt. Oh, Sally, Hallie, thank you so much for the $2 tip. Salmon for the kittens. Hey, wait a minute. Is this? Oh no, this is Turkey Feast. My bad. I fed the baby salmon yesterday. I had a salmon little pate thingy. That's funny you said salmon, because Mina loves salmon. She's a weirdo. She only wants chicken and like salmon and white ocean fish. Like, I tried some other ones, like turkey. She hated it. She's like, yeah. That's funny, Sally. Thank you for the TPP on Cash App. I appreciate you, babe. And that low-key pays for 2 jars of kitten food. Yeah, these little fancy feasts are like 90 cents at my grocery store. Love it. Love it. Thank you, babes. Appreciate it. Okay. Kevin, what are you saying? What if production gets them to start theorizing who voted what and then gets messy and puts up the score details right as someone is trying to lie? I mean, we can only pray. We can only hope, and we can only, like, pray. Who says salmon? I like to say salmon. I'm from Texas, baby. We are a whole nother breed out here. Salmon. Salmon! No, you won't. I know someone named Salmon. No, I don't. I just made that up. How would you... Let me do the scoring. I'm a mess, so you're never going to hear me say anything right, like low-key. Like, y'all know I make up my own lyrics. Sometimes I utilize completely different words. Also, if it's the pecan and pecan debate, yeah, I'm one of them folks. I say, what if my mom would say pecans, and I would say pecan. Pecan. I can't. Yeah, Marv, I've already noticed a few people getting into their like literally it's giving, what's the word I'm looking for? It's totally reading as you haven't wiped your ass properly and you got a little itchy booty energy right now. I get very upset. Y'all say pecan, that's gross. Pecans. It sounds more Target. Okay, hold on. Let me get my scores, y'all. We're going to start talking about stuff and then people will be angry. Fuck them. Okay. Number 1, I'm going to give Sapphira because I felt her performance was everything and I'm going to be a little bit biased right there. Number 2, I would go to Q. Yes. Number 3 and 4 are going to be the hardest ones. I want to give Dawn 3 for her runway versus her performance, but I want to give Mirage 3 for her performance versus her runway. Yep. Yep. So that's interchangeable. 3 and 4 are interchangeable between Mirage and Dawn for me. Now, when we get to 5 and 6 and 7. So 5 would be Morphine, 6 would be Tsunami, 7 would be a mandatory meeting. Yeah. Tsunami's energy dropped a tad bit. It kind of ruined it for me. Their runway was okay. If the runway was better, we would have bumped them up a score. Morphine's performance was good. Their runway was okay. So they're a little bit ahead of Tsunami in that one. 7 is the mandatory meeting. Personality is at 1. Everything else this week has been at 7 for me. For me. If I saw those eyebrows, hell no. Peacock hands. Peacock hands. That sounds terrible. Peacock hands. Peacock hands. I sound like Roxo the Clown from Metalocalypse. I look cookie. I can't. Peacock hands. This is so stupid. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Why would you make me want to say that? Peacock hands. Stupid. Okay. Listen, RuPaul tells them that no one's going home. And I love how Morphine is like, oh my God. Like, I'm so happy that we're safe. I mean, I knew I was already going to be safe because look at me. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm giving at this point in time, but I'm sure for the other girls, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the other girls that they could have possibly been. Morphine is going to be a riot the entire season. It's going to be those delusional, but also very true moments I'm going to enjoy from them. Very that. Very that. I like her. Her mouth may get her somewhere, but it's very that. Oh my goodness. It's near enough. Everybody send Near Enough some love. Near Enough from Canada's Drag Race. Season 4 finalist, Nira. How you doing, sister? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're feeling loved and blessed today. I know you are with your man. Okay. I was like, I said, come on, Nira. You better be presenting. But go ahead, Nira. Y'all make sure you send Nira some love. Thanks for being here. But yes, I love me some Morphine. She's the tea. Now, whew. Amanda, I hate to tell you, but that meeting would have been to send you home this week. I almost promised to God on that, unless whoever you were up against could not lip sync for their lives, if y'all had to do so. Very much. I also would not have wanted to see a mandatory meeting do break my soul for multiple reasons. This would have been so much better if the body matched. Well, first of all, Nira, I know you're a makeup girl. The way I need to like pick your mind when I see you at DragCon to be like, okay, I need to talk about one, the eyebrow game that you do and your eye shape, because I'm low-key gonna pick your brain on that. But yeah. This face, man, God bless him. Go ahead. Safira and Q were the top two. You have seen me post the video. YouTube has monetized my short. Thank you, YouTube. I was gagged that we got not only a Beyonce song, which is a very rare occurrence in Drag Race world. We get Destiny's Child numbers. Sometimes we get older Beyonce songs like Matthew Knowles' Energy Beyonce, not the new Beyonce, honey. I was gagged. I knew the song was coming. Mind you, I get my little teasers and I get my little phone calls every year about the show. I assumed this song was going to be later in the season. Personally, I thought it was going to be later on. So I was gagged. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. I'm going to get the poll. I wish, and I love Q. I love her down. No, ma'am. I almost wish this was given for another episode where Maya Iman Page or somebody else like Mirage or any other girl, like Safira, yes, you did a good job and I enjoyed this. But when I tell you the amount of stunt work that could have been done on that stage and it was not given, I was a little hot about. And I'm glad Safira did a very classic performance and she showed with the type of drag she does. She sold the fuck out that song for me. But when I saw Crystal up there giving you all kinds of non-rhythm, all kinds of, I was like, oh no. At this moment in time, Nira, I know you're in the chat and this sounds like I may be kissing some ass. I'd rather your ass had been up there immediately. At least I know you would have known the song to dance in the word. God bless Q. God bless that lady. But oh my God, I was watching someone get destroyed in real time. As y'all know, I perform. And mind you, Beyonce is one of my inspos for me as a drag artist, piece of cake. My first drag performance was to America Has a Problem. I would have gave Safira a run for her money. And I'm saying that knowing Safira is a beast. Do you hear me? But compared to what I saw, I was like, oh no, move out the way, girl. Let me give Safira a run for her money. Because no way. No fucking way. No way. I was so disappointed. Like, oh my God. Because someone asked me online, like, Matty, what did you think of the lip sync? And my answer was, I only focused on one person. There was no choice but to. I'm only giving you two choices here for this poll. Sapphira won in the first 10 seconds with the la 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 la. She won right there. The song could have ended. Done. RuPaul's eyebrow came up, the one that was been drawn on her face. It was over. It was like, oh, okay. She won. And then I see Q doing this. Ooh, I was like, oh no. No. I'm going to tell you one song because we've been on here for a while and I don't want to be on here too long today. We got another 2-hour video tomorrow with the panel, right? I'm ready for Ring the Alarm so bad. I need a lot more B-Day songs up in this piece, but I also need them to jump into Beyonce because Blow would be an excellent song. Blow would be an excellent song to do. An excellent song to do. Better yet, hell, you can go into Lemonade and do Sorry. That would be a key. Sorry, I ain't sorry. No, hell no. Never want to see me crying. Never want to see you not. Partition would be a great one. Diva would be a great one. I think they can do shit from the Homecoming. Yes, I think they can do the live vocals and give us a concert show if they can. If that's allowed, I don't know if that's the truth, but if that's allowed. Listen would be a great little ballad. Oh, yeah. Can they wait till I'm on the show for that? That's me. Can they wait till I'm there so we can do the Beyonce song so I could actually pee on stage real quick? Telephone would be well, they did Telephone already. Yeah, they already did Telephone Prodigy. They did Telephone for Angeria season. Yes, they already did Telephone. They did do Telephone, right? Yeah, they did do Telephone. I remember watching Telephone. It wasn't video phone. No, they didn't do video phone. They did radio. Because remember, Angeria, I be on the hotline like every day. Angeria was a good sport. And I told Angeria to her face, I said, girl, why were you staring in the sky? She said, bitch, I didn't know I lip synced like that. Please, I cannot wait. Oh, God. It was radio. Okay, so maybe both telephone and video phone deserve some time on there. I'm here for that. I said, why were you in the sky, girl? I think that Sapphira was emoting the fuck out this song in certain parts and lost my mind. Like she was eating up every time she just got to just give face. Destruction. Destroyed. Again, I'm happy Q was there to be on stage with a performer in this sort of capacity. I felt bad for her. I didn't want to watch whatever she was doing. The slide split was fun and she started bouncing up and down it. And then she was removing her little breast part of it at the same time. Mama's used to this kind of work. Bam, up, bam, the knees work. Bam, the knees work. I didn't know. I was confused that when they dropped down like this, I didn't know what song was this for. I thought this was like something at a Lana Del Rey concert. I don't know. Hold on. My bad, Felicia. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. There we go. Thank you, Felicia. Happy season 16, Maddie. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, baby. I appreciate the tippy poo. Down, down, zone. Also, shout out to all the new Patreon subscribers. I see y'all who recently logged in, but thank you so very much, Felicia. I appreciate you, babe. My bad. I got my phone on the Do Not Disturb, okay? Looking like two testicles just sitting here. Like, bitch, what? I'm trying to focus on my girl, but I'm looking down like, what is happening? Oh, funny part though, and mind you, the tour hadn't started yet when this was filming, y'all. So for Sapphira to have that titty shake and then Beyonce to do that at the concert during Break My Soul, y'all don't understand the levels of how fierce that is. Like the tour wasn't even going on. It didn't even start yet when they were filming this. And she had, excuse me? I was like, wow. in sync. Look at them two chocolate malt balls just fighting each other down there, giving you whoppers. Y'all know the candy I'm talking about? Sapphira's breastplate looked like two whoppers that melted on like a dashboard somewhere and became a breastplate. That's what it looked like. Two chocolate malt balls. I can't. You know what, Jermaine? You show right. That do look like Boa's bib, but in Stacy. Okay. I used to love Whoppers too. I can't eat them anymore. My teeth will not agree with that. Now the leg was up, children. You want to know what's even crazier? Not only was her leg all the way up, but then she had her hand out to make sure her breast bib wouldn't fly up because it started to come up. And as she's kicking and kicking and kicking, the hand was holding it back. I said, you are fucking kidding me. Like, come on. Again, I just wanted someone to match Saphira or have even more energy for her or know the song for me in general. Hey, Zero, you didn't feel it. Others, you didn't like this. I'm good with that, baby. I'm going to tell you, I lived. I enjoyed it. I'm always happy to hear Beyonce on Drag Race. Yes, I have expectations to a higher level. I am a platinum member, by the way, of the Beehive, for sure. But I like Saphira, and I enjoyed it through that aspect. I wasn't taking it into that critical of a form. So if you hated this, I hear you. I cannot receive that. Love you, though, but I don't receive that. I kept seeing that shit, and I'm like, yes, I wanted to see something different, but at the same time, I'm very fucking pleased. I got to hear something from Renaissance. Y'all paid money. Y'all paid money for this. I'm happy. That won't break my soul. Cue up here. It's not going to break my soul. Big Frida's part is happening, and I'm watching Saphira do a slide split while Q is going. What? I'm out of control. Break off the soul. Spin it on the moment. I said, what are you doing? I mean, I know she can't throw that ass back. I can tell. But like, this so badly needed somebody with a dunk. So badly. This needed some body. It needed some heat. I agree with your statements of you not liking the performances. I absolutely agree. I was just enamored with my sister over here with Saphira because I was like, at least she doing something. It's kind of giving. The slow split worked for me with that whole entire part. Then when she now things I wasn't ready to see. It was like watching a vasectomy happen. Like, oh, like I imagine that is the face that Mamu made when they cut out his. No, I'm just playing. But like this is the definition of balls dropping, right? Like what? It's like I can't watch. Like that's me. I can't. It was just a lot. It was a lot. Like look at how far away it is compared to her right now. Like, do y'all not understand? That's like gas money to get from here to here. They just scraped on the ground, child. I was like, girl. Oh, sorry, that shit was funny to me. Q's like, let me tell y'all something. MTV RuPaul's Drag Race. If y'all got any more money to spare, get us a Beyonce song. I am gonna have to ask you to maybe rig it a little bit so that we know people who are gonna be dancers get the song. Not one of them, but all of them. If that's okay. I don't think that's too much of me to ask for. If you want to do Beyonce again, Kylie Minogue, any artist with an up-tempo song. I know some days we have to battle against people who may not have the same wheelhouse of talents, but as a viewer, as an audience goer, as a watcher, the reason why, and Nira may not still be here, but the reason why we like Nira and Aurora's performances is because it's like, oh, they both can dance. They both can perform. So we know whatever song they get, they're going to chew. And sure enough, that's what we got. Hell, Melinda versus Aurora. I'm using Canada right now. The boys want to be us. They're both performers. We're going to get a show. So when you put somebody who is very talented, very, very, very talented up there, probably if given a different number, yes, we would have got a different show. Maybe something that would have been more inclined for the stiffness I saw today. Absolutely. But that's not what happened. I needed somebody who was ready to go. Ready to go. Because Saphira was ready to go. Q was happy to be in the top 2. What's the song? Shit. She was an Eras girl. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she was more of SOS. If it's SZA, maybe she wants to lip sync in cursive. I don't know. I was just happy to hear the song. So I was like one of those folks. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they paid for this. They got a Renaissance and it's like a current one. Like, that's a gag. So yeah, they have a lot of songs from Beyonce's wheelhouse they can go into. I hope they do. Lip sync in cursive. You know I'm not lying. SZA sings in cursive. And for those of you who are younger, I'm shocked you can understand what she's saying because they don't even teach cursive in schools anymore. That was pointed. Let me stop. That was pointed, Maddie. Settle down. Love on my mind. Heavy sings all the time. Words in my words. Gone. Gone. Yeah, she sings in cursive. I love her down, but like, them words be going all over the place. I love her. Love her. Saphira's testicles win. I'm kidding. Saphira's testicles win. She gets $5,000. That is the mini challenge and the maxi challenge put together. $7,500 on their first go. Congratulations. I think it was a good first episode. I did like Untucked. Everybody was playing the honesty game and everybody was being a little bit one hundo. I feel bad for Amanda, but whenever we got to Mirage and they sort of gave her flowers and she was explaining herself like, girl, that's how I operate. That's why it was the joke. Like, I'm the one coming in looking like Claire's bitch and y'all are giving. That's the idea of her humor. And I'm glad everybody received it. It was really funny. You know, even Saphira was so funny with it. Like very, very much, you know, oh, that was her intro, but she wasn't dressed like that. Cackle, cackle, cackle. It's all good, shady fun here. Amanda, I mean, I love how Dawn's like, Amanda, how do you feel? Because you didn't get good cheeks. In so many words, Dawn, you did say that. In so many words, Dawn, you low-key said that, sister. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I missed a tippy poo on Cash App earlier. My apologies. From Michelle. Thank you so much for the tippy poo for you and the babies. Bless you and thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your blessing for me. I thank you so very much. Thank you, baby. I mean, this mug is chopped. This is beef, girl. This is boo. But they were giving her good advice. Like even Morphine, who she could tell me my face is fucked up and tell me what to do every day. I believe her. That mug is right. She was telling, they were telling you got to make them bigger. Like even Saphira was throwing it in. I love how Dawn's like, there's so much space between your forehead and this. You just got to open it up. And I know that sucks to hear that for Amanda, but it's also like, at least they're telling you and it's not them like being like, no, girl, you're fine. Then mind you, in the background, they're dragging you. They told you to your face and also gave you some tips. They're your sisters. They want to see you do better. A lot of people, well, not really, but most of us found this funny when Sapphira was like, girl, your personality is so much better than your drag. I mean, true tea, right? And some folks were like, Sapphira is being aggressive and mean. I'm going to call them racist. I'm just going to go ahead and call y'all that because that was weird to see that online. They were saying she was already being a bully. I'm like, what? Not a confident Black queen. Oh my God. God forbid them have some actual knowledge in the industry and what they're doing and also the respect from their peers to then give somebody who's only been doing drag for fucking 2 years advice on their face. That's too much for you, girl. Have several. I went online. It's normally coming from the people that don't like Garcelle. Beverly Hills. It was giving very, we like to use that race card statement, child. I was like, please, this lady has damn near over a decade in the business. Let's not do that today. And she honestly also gave her like, no, for real though, you're a person who I can find genuineness from. I can look in your eyes and know I'm talking to you. And that's a lot that people don't have. And it's good. We just got to get your drag there. True tea, because the face wasn't giving. Their promo look is way better because you way better than that. But the girls cackling over it, it was funny. It was funny. That shit was, and Amanda took it. She received it. Look at this is her laughing. They did a shady edit. Did you see it before the commercial break? She's sipping her drink like, I can't believe. Then after the commercial break, that's why I kept this TV 14 on here. All of a sudden, it's ha ha ha. I said, you all try to make it seem like she was mad and she received it. But yeah, this is what family do. My folks do this all the time. The panel does this with me all the time. When I'm tripping, I'm like, Julie, just be honest with me. And he'll tell me, Matt, you were tripping. I'm like, okay, thank you. I need to receive that. Because sometimes I know I'm right and sometimes I'm hella wrong. I love this. I did. Charlize Theron came back there and we had an ally conversation for quite some time. And also, she's from South Africa, in case you didn't know this. We are reminded of this again back here several times. I love Charlize Theron as an actress. This backstage moment felt very, what time is it? Can I get up now? No shade. There was a moment, especially when Dawn asked her, so how do you deal with fame? Like, tell us, tell us, please. And Charlize had to take like a breath and look up at the sky. There was this whole like, well, and I was like, oh my God, she does not want to be there. She does not want to be there. If she didn't feel that way, I'm kidding. I'm sure she wanted to be there, but it also gave this question. I was like, Dawn. Oh yeah, that joke about her getting canceled because she's like, I wasn't around when the internet was popping like it is today. She's like, I'm sure I would have been canceled. And Dawn's like, you still have time. But Maddie, did you know she's a South African ally? Bel Chan, thank you so very much. So is Trevor Noah. On a different scale. Well, half the scale. But no. Oh goodness, I don't know. Listen, they had a language moment because Sapphira is a linguist. There we go. Very much into the linguistics of things. It was cute. Like, it was fine. Go ahead, Charlize. Show that you're a person. We love you, Furiosa. We do. I loved when that entire spaceship rolled over you in Prometheus after you were an ass the entire movie. But still, she chewed in that movie. She's one of my favorite actresses. So there you go. But yeah, that's it, kids. 3 hours. Do you hate me? You don't. You shouldn't. Don't. I'm going to tell you now, more than likely, episode 2 is going to be the same story because it's the first of the season. You know how we are. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. We're going to walk. We're going to do all of that with this show. So we're going to do it. Once we get into the rhythm of things, it'll more so be based into like a 2-hour live, if anything. But also, this gave a lot of people time to catch up with the show who normally may miss me. So yeah. But yes, I do this for my rant pack. I do this for you. I don't do this for my haters. I do it for you. Crystal, how did I miss this one? Crystal, thank you for the super chat. Q dance like a kid that says, look what I can do. So Stewart. So Stewart. That's where you going. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I've been talking for a while. So now we're really, my energy's doing this. It's like, okay, girl, you did it. You did it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Blue, thank you for the Tiffy Poo on Cash App. Appreciate you. Love you in the 3-hour lives. I need to print that out like it's 2007. I'm going to print that out like it's a map quest. For those of you who remember that how we used to get directions before our phones had Google Maps. I missed a super chat. I'm coming back to you, baby. I'm sorry. I'm going to get you. Hold on. And I'm going to put that right up there. 3-hour lives. Yeah. Or send it to someone that says I talk too much. Have you seen the video of Evie performing this song? Yes. It was was it for Pride? Remember, because this song came out during Pride season. It was like around July-ish or June-ish when they dropped Break My Soul a little bit, if I remember correctly. I think it was June, maybe. I forget. Yes, I do remember when Evie was performing it. And thank you for the super chat, and I'm sorry I missed this. My bad. My bad. I also miss Harold's and Tito's too. Let me get to Harold and Tito. Tito, hey burrito. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the super sticker. And sorry, Cham, I'm sorry. Am I saying that right? I feel like it may be a word I'm not supposed to say. I'm just going to say the first half of it. Harold, thank you for the super chat. Did you catch the breastplate pop out during the lip sync? Yes. Yes. It was. Yes. It's like watching someone throw a bunch of malt balls on the ground or pop rocks or those firecrackers that go boom whenever they hit the ground. It was a lot to take up. It really was. So, not talking about spoilers today, I would like to also mention that a lot of the spoilers that people post on YouTube are not always accurate. For some folks that like to be really fresh and funny, you know, those kids that don't get out enough, they're like, oh, you go there too. Honey, I get phone calls. Don't do that. And I don't ever discuss those phone calls. Click, click. So I'm not going to confirm anything. I'm just going to tell you the best way to go about this season without me spoiling anything is that focus on energy and then think about the competition and how it's stacked. It's 14 people. 14 people. Yeah. They're repeating themselves. So they're just trying to come here and try to spoil and spam. So that's unfortunate. And I apologize to y'all. In the future, I'm going to have to move this to members only, or not members, but subscribers only. So if you want to be a part of the live chat from now on, I'm going to have to do it for subscribers only. The moment I see you trying to do anything that's weird, I do have to remove you. It's for the sake of, as a whole, for the group, not because it's you. This isn't about your selfish shit. It's for the group. Not everybody wants to see all that kind of crap, right? Not everybody enjoys going to those pages and being ruined and then going online and then being a bitter ass about it for the rest of the season because you're like, well, I know. You don't know shit. Okay. So just relax a little bit, have fun here. But I am going to again say the stuff on YouTube isn't always the full truth. So yeah, I would take things with a grain of salt until you know what happens. Just until you know. Until your nose knows. All that good stuff. Yeah. But yes, love you. Love you. Love you down. I've had a good time today. We've been talking forever. I have no more words. I enjoyed this premiere. I was fully invested. 95% of you said that Saphira won that lip sync, and 5% said Q won it. So, you know, it's words. What you see isn't always the truth. I fucking can't. Silly. Everybody, give yourselves a big hug, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Take a deep breath from me. If you're feeling stressed today, I hope you feel a little bit less stressed. And if you're still feeling stressed, woosah. You got it. I got it. We got it together, right? Make sure you hit the like button before you walk out the door. LJB, thank you for the super chat. So Maddie, has this episode put you off titty bibs for your own performing? No, I plan to get a titty bib, but mine will fit. And I probably won't be showing you my titty bib like their actual breast. I'm just going to tell you that now. That wouldn't be my thing. The titty bib for me would be just to make the illusion of femininity, of femininity and breasts and body. That is what I would have it for. So I'm going to still keep it. But they would more than likely be covered and be used for shape versus it being the gimmick of here's this breast test. That's what I want a breast bib for shape, not for I'm going to show these rubber nipples. Like this looks not for me. Not for me. But yes, thumbs up, please. It's so important for the algorithm. Get in the comment section too. It's a long video, I know. Reminder, there is going to be timestamps in the comment section. So if you're like, I just want to get where I need to go, give it a little bit of time. Emrika's been here for about a little bit more than half the show. It'll take them a little bit to go through the episode, but once they do, I'll have those timestamps posted and pinned. Me and Emrika talk every day about this, as well as the polls I'm going to start sharing with you more often for each and every episode. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern will be the panel. It'll be only about season 16. Sorry to Canada's Drag Race, but it's me and 4 other guys talking. We're going to have to only do season 16. And we're going to wrap it up in a nice little bow for you and give fun, shady, great commentary. But again, nothing to be taken too serious. As a reminder, once again, do not send hate to anybody that we talked about today on this show, program, or anything else like that. Please be responsible and respectable people when it comes to this. We love this program. We may not agree with everything that happens, but we still want to see it on TV. So make sure you're watching RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16 on MTV or wherever it's streaming. Yeah. I haven't served this energy in a while, so this should tell you that I'm very happy the show has started and I'm very excited for this season. So if you want to drop a tip in my jar, you already know what's up. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. To everybody that tipped today, thank you. For everybody that did the super chats today, thank you. For everybody that was in this live chat today, thank you. For everybody that commented and did anything today, thank you. And for those of you who are going to comment later that I really need you to get in this comment section, thank you. All right. I'm out, skis. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening, my day. I'm ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have a CAC. The boys are ready to talk. I'm just going to let you know that now. We are in the private chats currently. I know Blake got something to say. I know C. Diggy ready to talk about it. Everybody has a positive take on this episode, but we got shit to talk about. Catch me for the panel tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, but make sure you watch this review. I appreciate you for tuning in today. What am I doing? Get out of here, Matt. Okay, bye. Shit.
Listen. Yeah.